Yo, grinders, hit that like. We are going in. The Grindhouse is back. It's Monday. Let's do this.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
This is incredible. Take a look at this. This is incredible. What a package.
Back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad. I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack.
End of the line.
I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
It's raw, Melissa.
Gotcha.
It's raw. Come on.
What's up, grinders? It's Monday night. How's everybody doing out there? Shout out to the Grindhouse. What is going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Grindhouse is back on Monday nights. Yes, we're back. We are back in the house. The Grindhouse is open. Shout out to everybody coming on in. Hit that like button. Share it out. Where's my mic monitoring? There you go. I can't even hear myself talking. Oh, my goodness. Nick, what's up, Sergeant? Ryan, how you doing? Coming on the chat. Brian, how you doing? Neil, the unknown. Shout out to everybody. Richard Farmer, how you doing? Anthony Dixon says, finally caught me live. Thank you. Coming on in live. Febreze, Febrizzle, what's up? How you doing? Koopa Clips, Mod, Worldwide Studios. Ron M, what's up? Yeah, boy, how you doing? Captain, how you doing, Captain? ZX, the Apple headset, oh, damn, $3,500. Oh, damn. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a quick thing. Philip, what's up, Philip? How you doing? Lord Hog, how you doing? Brian East, Thrifty, what's up? Ant Methods, how you doing? True Virgil's here. Oh, damn, True Virgil. Man, he's on time. He came early. He wanted to hear a song real early. He's excited.
Sign me, please. I will bend over and touch. My knees tell me it's better when we all play and make exclusive games and light to my face.
He came in early tonight. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the new VIPs. Shout out to the VIPs there, man. How's everybody doing? True Virgil says don't start. It starts when I hit go, it starts, dude. Yo, what's up, Brian? Cedric, how you doing? How you doing? Will, how you doing, Will? What's up? Thrifty, what's up, man? Go follow Thrifty over his channel, man. Great show there. Jiggery Pokery. How you doing? Veggie, how you doing? What's going on, everybody? Hit that like button. Oh, man, Thrifty, you lost your badge. What happened? I don't know. That's the YouTubes. I don't know, man. But speaking of the VIPs, oh, here they come, everybody. Here they come. Herman, get in there, Herman. Here they are, the VIP grinders. The wall is growing. Herman Holtz is split to the T. He is split. Legs horizontal. He can't split anymore. The walls of the VIP grindhouse. Herman, what is tonight's drink? Well, I'll tell you this. Tonight, we are serving the most pristine, extra strong margarita. Oh, yes. It's one of those margarita nights. I'm drinking a nice margarita because of the green. It's that quality green. That's what we hope for. Because it's Xbox Showcase time, I figured why not do a special drink to represent green. So maybe they'll have some of my quality spill over to them. But I figured the green margarita would be tonight's drink in anticipation of the Xbox Showcase. Because hell, I was on my yacht for the Sony Showcase. So now I have to wait for another showcase to do my 3 buttons and tell my ladies to hold the yacht for me while I do the show and that old man Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan doesn't mess it up. But anyway, margaritas are the drinks tonight in the VIP Grub House. Thank you. Quality splits out. Thank you, Mr. Herman Holtz. My goodness. Quality splits, quality margaritas. Top of the line tequila, he said. For all the grinders out here, shout out. Clubbing in here with quality Herman Holtz splits. Thank you again for all your support. Flexing those emojis right now in the chat, I see it. And if you, yes, you want to be a VIP grinder, you hit that join button and use all the emojis. We still have that emoji right here of Mr. Jeff Jarrett or Double J. Double J, Jim Johnson, Ryan. Give him Phil Spencer a headlock. I still like it. We're keeping it there. Even though the showcase was a little mid. I'm keeping my emoji in there because I think that is quality right there. So everybody, thank you again for the VIP support and shout out to everybody in the VIPs and shout out to the grinders in the chat. Now let's go back to the show. Oh man, that club is still banging. Herman. All right. Oh, damn, Zapmondo says he got a PSVR 2 today, traded in for a Series X. Woo. Really? Yeah, that's good, dude. That's the PSVR 2, man. I'm going to tell you right now. Zapmondo, if you like rhythm games, you get Beat Saber is a get. But I'm telling you, Sync Riders. Oh, man, I'm loving myself some Sync Riders. Sync Riders and PSVR 2 get you worked up. It has off the beats. It's like a dance simulator, man. Definitely recommend Sync Riders if you want like those rhythm games, man. Those are really good. But that's a good trade, right? Amethyst said good trade there. Diablo Documented. Yes, everybody use those headlocks. Double J. Jim Jarrett. But definitely in there. But everybody hit that like button. We got some topics here for you this evening. Just kind of a few topics. There hasn't been, because there's a lot of quiet stuff. There's a lot of, you know what? Yes, dude, Brian, I got the Sync Rise playlist on Spotify, man. I play that stuff all the time, man. Tonight, by the Sunset Riders, tonight, man, oh, man, I listen to that song. There's a lot of good songs on there. I just like the dude. It's awesome. And Beat Saber has some incredible songs. I'm gonna tell you too. The other song, the Queen pack, incredible, great songs. Queen does great songs, but man, in Beat Saber, great. And Pavlov, awesome. But I'm telling you, I saw an announcement for the Fire Team, and I'm like, when we getting that, man? They keep like the Fire Team Ultra, dude. Where is it? I want it. And I agree. I think it's a comment. There's a lot of bull going on Twitter. That's why I did my rant on Friday. Just like some of the stuff that was going on. And then we got a couple things now. Do a showcase prediction show. Some of the VIPs submitted some their predictions for the Xbox show. We got some fun with the Xbox show. A lot, yeah, Jeeves, like a lot of games got announced in the friggin' Meta 3 announcement. But man, I tell you, for VR, for a niche product, right? A niche product, the Meta Quest 3 coming out. Apple's Golden Eyes talking about AR, which is the HoloLens that Microsoft can never get out. And just a quick thing on that Apple thing. $3,500. It has to be tethered, but then they also have a battery pack that gives it 2 hours. But I'm going to tell you one thing about Apple. $3,500, and basically that thing is kind of like a HoloLens, sort of. I'm going to tell you right now, whatever that thing does, it's going to do it incredibly because Apple designs their hardware with the software. That's all I'm going to say. That software is going to work impeccably with the Apple goggles right there. And, this just goes to another level of how Microsoft was proposing HoloLens so early ago, like in 2017, and somebody just comes along and does it better. And this is what happened. This is what they do they give up on it. Because what they do is that they try to make other people do their job for them. Right? This is the thing. Oh, yeah, $35. Nobody buying this thing for $3,500. But I'm going to tell you right now, the software and what this does, the integration is going to be incredible. But what Microsoft does is that they build it, and then basically they try to make other people do stuff for them. Apple inspires developers to do stuff. They're going to do things with this, and then developers might jump on board. And they got the App Store. They got the ecosystem. Whatever this thing is going to do, it's going to do it smooth as silk. And that's where HoloLens and Microsoft's thing didn't work. Because HoloLens basically was hardware without the software. And they basically tried to get other people to do their job for them. That's how they work. That's how they roll. They come up with an idea, and they go, okay, well, you do it. No, it's your idea. You do it. Oh, nah, you know what? Nah. It was a good idea, Connected. You make games for it. That's nice. No. HoloLens is really cool. Imagine what you can do. No, not imagine what you can do. Imagine what Microsoft can do with it. You got to show. 12 teraflops. You know what? Imagine what you can do with 12 teraflops. No. What can you do, Microsoft, with 12 teraflops? Then I'll jump in. And that's the problem with Microsoft and Xbox. That's what they do. They come up with these ideas, they drop them, and somebody else comes along and does it better. And there you go. Apple just did HoloLens, and HoloLens was on its third iteration and died. And Apple just did HoloLens. There you go. And now HoloLens, yeah. And there goes Microsoft's chance of trying to implement AR. Remember, AR was a thing. Nope. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's and that's just evidence of what happened. Zune, subscription music. Where's Zune today? It invented subscription music over Apple. What happened to it? Gone. Billions of other companies have done it better than Microsoft did it. And Microsoft started it. And now you see Apple with their HoloLens. Boom. You do it, they said. No. You start. Well, we got a VR solution. Here it is. Hewlett-Packard. HP. Asus. Acer, get in there. Samsung, get in there. No, that's not your VR solution. What's your VR solution? We got Nah. That ProVision thing, it's going to work whatever it is. But I'm going to tell you another thing. I don't know who. These are just hot off the cuff topics again. Just because this Apple thing came out. I don't know who wants to strap on a mask to play on a virtual screen. I think it's a cool party trick, but I think it's impractical. And I think this whole walking around and looking at screens floating all over your living room, I don't think that's them. I don't think, no. I just don't see that. Like them playing on a NBA, what was it, 2K, they're playing it, walking, like saying, oh, look, now I have a virtual screen in my room and I can, I don't know, dude. Considering how cheap screens are and TVs and monitors, like, considering how cheap the technology is, like, who walking around, dude? Who walking around with that stuff looking for virtual screens? I don't think so. I think it's a pie in the sky stuff. I would see that being applicable in a place where you don't have access to a computer, or you don't have, and then it needs to be tethered anyway, or you don't have access to TVs or anything, like in a mechanic shop or some sort of lab or something like that. Like, I just don't see that useful in an office scenario when you got screens in front of you. So I don't know. I just don't understand that thing. You know, you have a phone that does video calling, and, you know, why do you need floating heads in your room? I don't know. And for that price and tethering and 2 hours on a battery pack, I just don't know where they're going with this stuff. This AR stuff, I just think that it's not for... It's just, yeah. And again, too, like, yeah, like traveling, you know, you could buy, like, these glasses that kind of do the same thing, like, on Amazon. They're like $300. Like, they give you, like, this projected AR image. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe if you travel and you walk around a hotel room, maybe. I really... Yeah. I just don't see that what they're trying to push. Like, and also with Meta 3, like, I think them, too, with trying to do that AR overlay to sell you kind of like... And I really think it's to sell you stuff. To kind of make, like, with retail stores going down, like, maybe they're trying to put, like, retail in your room. Like, hey, imagine if you just open up a virtual closet of clothes and you could, like, shop that way, like if you're in a store and you're in your living room and you're just shopping that way. I guess. Maybe for retail. I just don't know. I just see it as, I don't see usable cases for it in, like, you know, like doing spreadsheets and things like that. You know, I just don't know. I don't get it. But that's the and they were trying to push that stuff with HoloLens, and also with Microsoft's AR VR strategy, like this do work, like productivity in virtual reality, and I just don't think we're there yet. Like, I just don't think that's, like, considering how cheap screens are, like, I just don't think it's there. I just don't think people want to do that. You know, who wants to do virtual work? Shout out to Enrique with the $5, first super chat of the night. He goes, I love how Xbox is talking trash, even though they had a
You're my number one customer.
Arnold's coming in. Even though they had a 5-year loss streak. Still hyped for the showcase. Maybe I'll get a Series X this year. Yeah, you know, they're saying approach with an open mind. We'll talk about it. But, you know, hey, man, they got to show something. They got to. But they will always try to hype up their show because that's what they know, that this is what their fans beg for. This showcase. This is it. This is their touch base of Phil Ness. This is where they have to touch everybody to make sure everybody's still in check with Xbox. This is what they do. And that's what the showcase is about. It's FanFest. FanFest is booked. You know? Richard Farmer says, Jez, I want Microsoft to leave the UK. Yo. I don't even have that on my list, dude. I don't even have that on my list with them, like this whole, like, want to pull out of UK. But something did come off out of the presses. Before I get into the topics, you know, this thing just came out here with, which was pretty weird. Like, the FTC just tweeted out in a tweet. They just tweeted out that they're requiring Microsoft to play. Here we go. This just came out of the presses. The FTC is requiring Microsoft to pay $20 million overcharges. It illegally collected personal information from children without their parents' consent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. $20 million in charges. So they were there. So, and then They said the proposed order will require Microsoft to bolster protection for children, make clear avatars and biometric and health data are protected under COPPA. Crazy. And what's crazy is right after they tweeted this out, they basically was saying that when they asked to make an account under 13 years old, Microsoft still had pre-checked boxes for their terms and services, and also still collected information from them, even though they were under 13. It's crazy. And what's crazier, right? So what they said is that now they're going to have to implement things. So here, it wasn't until after users provided personal information that Microsoft required anyone to indicate they were 13. So after you signed up everything, then you said you were 13. The child's parent then had to complete an account creation, but it wasn't until after they collected all the information. That's the craziest thing. Like, even when the user indicated that they were 13, they were also asked until late 2021 to provide additional personal information, including phone number, and agreed to Microsoft's agreement and advertising policy, which was until 2019 included a pre-checked box allowing Microsoft to send promotional messages to share user data. In addition to the monetary penalty, they're required to inform parents who have not created a separate account for their child to do so, obtain parental consent to accounts created prior to May 21, establish and maintain systems to delete, notify video game publishers when it discloses personal information. They're collecting that information, dude. 20 million. Fine. I'm going to tell you something, man. They're talking about pulling out of the UK. They're going to have a fight of their life with the FTC with this deal. FTC got Microsoft on watch, dude. Do you know how long this thing is going to go on, this Activision Blizzard thing? I don't even want to. It's going to go on long. They got hell. They're pull. That's why they're thinking about. I bet you what they're thinking about is not doing it in those countries where the FTC or the CMA is in the UK, and just doing it everywhere else to get the deal through, and then worry about those two later, because they know that those other two are going to take. They're going to fight them to the end of the world. But what's crazy is that Xbox just put out a statement about this, like a minute after, like just right after this. The Xbox FTC settlement and reimagining the future of safety on Xbox. Well, what I thought was funny in here is that Microsoft goes like this. What it means for players that they're updating it, right? Robo Launch, welcome to VIP Grinders! Add to the list, baby. We're almost at our goal. 150. We're at 102 VIPs. This is going to pull out of America, Enrique. That's right. They're going to pull out of everything. Phil's pullout game. It's going to take years, dude. It's going to take years. Microsoft, leave those kids alone. It's all about the kids. Well, this is what I think is funny. Yo, Robo Launch gifted a membership. Woo! Thank you again. Robo Launch handing out the... Oh, True Virgil. True Virgil, you're getting another month at Herman Holtz's balls. Oh, damn. Oh, play his song. True Virgil got the VIP grinder. He's another month of the Herman Holtz's nuts.
Sign me, please.
Oh, man, True, not like this. Not like this. Oh. Another month of Phil's nuts, of Herman's nuts. Oh. He got another month of Herman's nuts. Drew, you're not getting off that list. You're not getting off that list, Drew. That's it. You dangle by those nuts. Another month. Robert Lawrence got it. And Corey Massey, welcome to the VIP Grindhouse. True nuts. 31 days of the nuts. Oh man, we're gonna have to sing another month. I'm gonna wish him a happy birthday. Here we go. Happy birthday. A happy birthday of another month of at the nuts. Here we go. Where do I have it right here? Where do I have it? No, this one? Which one? Another month, Drew. God damn.
Where's the lamb sauce? Raw.
I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
End of the line.
Oh, damn. Another month. Can't get enough. So this is what anyway, this whole stuff, right? The FTC, yeah, they paid $20 million. It's probably Phil's bonus right here. But what I thought is funny here is, yo, I don't know what it is. And you know what? Two Man's cueing the flutes. I think we do need the flutes. Because look at this. When Microsoft talked about their side, here we go. Flutes. Microsoft says here, during the investigation, we identified a technical glitch. Oh, a technical glitch. Phil is overpaid. That's right. Oh, Jesus, Phil, turn it off. Holy shit, Jesus, Phil, please. My God. During the investigation, we identified a technical glitch where our systems did not delete the account creation data for the child's accounts. Oh, Microsoft, man, their quality, they suck so bad, man. What do they do? They just did another one. They're like,
oh no, we suck again.
A glitch.
Oh no, we suck again. Oh no, we suck again.
A technical glitch where our systems did not delete the account creation data. The glitch, they got their shit running on Series S's. That's why. A technical glitch where a system did not delete the account. This was inconsistent with our policy. Save that information for only 14 days. It was supposed to delete it. It was a glitch. It was a glitch. Our engineer team took immediate action. We fixed the glitch. We fixed the glitch. Dude, this is what they're saying in the Xbox blog. Our engineers team took immediate action, and we fixed the glitch. Deleted the data.
You're my number one customer.
And implemented practices to prevent the error from reoccurring. The data was never used. We fixed the glitch. Oh my God! What? Oh man!
Oh no! We suck again.
Shit.
It was a glitch. It was a glitch.
Bullshit.
It was a glitch.
You heard me right. Con men,
We-
thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
We had them running on Series S's. Oh, the glitch. Oh, dude. I just thought that's so funny. That's just bullshit. It was a technical glitch. What does that feel when you think about Xbox? I'm gonna think about what?
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work.
Think about quality. We fixed the glitch.
I don't play this game.
Yeah, they fixed the glitch. They fixed it. No, man. They fixed the glitch. Oh, God damn it, Traverser. You don't get enough. Shout out to Liquid. Oh, Liquid Data. I always say Liquid Data, and I have to catch myself. Liquid Data with the 5. Thank you. So he goes, where's the lamb sauce? And by his words, what are we doing here? Where is it? They fixed the glitch.
Where's the lamb sauce?
What are we doing here? The hell are we doing here? We fixed the glitch. Thank you, Liquid. Thank you, man. Shout out. Oh, Craig the Tech Guy. What's up, man? Yo. What's up? Thank you so much for the super chat. True Virgil. With the 2, he goes, at least Phil wants to do what's best for our gamers. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, let's hear his inspirational speech, True Virgil.
You're my number one customer.
Our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of most people. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true.
You're my number one customer.
If we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift.
Wow. He really is for the gamers.
just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race.
Wow.
I think doesn't really lay into the reality of.
Wow. That is some inspirational speeches right there from Phil Spencer. He really cares for you gamers, too, Virgil. Yo, what's up, Frogs? How you doing, man?
Hey, sorry I'm late, man.
No problem.
I don't know what you talked about, but
I was just talking about that whole. I didn't even get into the topic yet. I was talking about the. Damn! The crowd's coming in. Frogs came in. I was talking about the that whole FTC fining Microsoft $20 million because they're collecting children data. Phil said he wanted to touch 20 million people, so I guess he has the kids.
Oh shit!
Jesus, Phil Boas. He collected information on everybody. He didn't care how old you were. Phil Spencer, God damn it. He didn't care. So now they said it was a glitch. They said it was a glitch. That they couldn't delete the accounts. Dude, get the hell out of here. They fixed the glitch. Yeah, it was a glitch. Oh, God damn. Game Night 123 with the 2. He goes, man, Xbox trying to fight everybody now. The FTC, the UK, the CMA. Yo, they're like, dude, they want... They're so desperate. They're so bad. They're so freaking desperate right now. They're fighting government agencies. Dude, they don't care. They gotta have this. They're so desperate for ABK, dude. They're gonna get Phil Spencer gonna be gonna do rooftop parties for them
pull
soon.
themselves out of the UK than these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and wait, and what about the FTC, dude? The FTC has, like I just said, the FTC tweeted this out like they were proud of charging Microsoft $20 million. Dude, they're like, dude, they tweeted out, they're like, yeah, we fined their asses for collecting children
You're my number one customer.
Information on accounts. Like, they were proud of it, man. Did you just see where's the FTC thing? Where? Yeah, it is. Look at the FTC, man. They tweeted out like, yo, the FTC tweeted this out. This wasn't no insider. The FTC is like, yo, we are requiring Microsoft to pay $20 million for illegally collecting personal information for the children. The proposed order will require Microsoft to bolster protections for the children, making clear that avatars generated from kids' images and biometric and health data are protected. Microsoft is collecting biometric data and kids' images as avatars. Pause. The FTC came out there. They're on Microsoft's hit list, man. They are not, like, Microsoft's now coming with a $70 billion deal. The FTC is going to be like, yeah, we're fighting you to the end of time over my dead body, says Lena Khan. Oh, man. FTC's protecting the kids, man. Phil Spencer collecting all that information, dude. They should charge him $200 million. But it's just so funny how, like, dude, they just went out there, dude. They're like, yeah, we got him. Biometric, yeah. That's what they said. I don't know what the hell they're collecting on that. Know what it was? I bet you it was. I wonder if it was the Kinect. Remember they got the Kinect for spying on people too? Oh, Phil Spencer's in your living room every night. Oh, damn. All right. Well, I'm glad Frog is here because we're going to talk about the topics. Enough of the FTC there. So I know you'll hold off on Street Fighter 6, but impressions. First, I'll let you go, Frog. Yeah, I know you've been playing a tons of Diablo. Tell me about Diablo. How good is it?
So, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
My mic is good. Yeah, so I did get Street Fighter.
Oh, you did it? Good. Okay, because I got Street Fighter.
I did get
played
Street Fighter.
All right. How's Diablo
man.
first? Then we'll do Street Fighter because we both played that.
All right.
It's that
Diablo,
good?
To me,
speechless.
Diablo is there's a big problem with this game. The biggest problem is the net issues, the fact that you can't play offline. I didn't know this, right? Going into this, I didn't know this. I should have did better research. It's not that I wouldn't have purchased it. I think I'd have just waited a while. The reason is because I can't play with most of my friends because their game doesn't work. It keeps giving them an error. So this is what I've come to find. It's not only on PlayStation. It's on Xbox also. Some on PC, but it's happening the most on PlayStation because that's where the biggest user base is. Blizzard said out of their mouth, the reason you're seeing it on PS4s and PS5, that's the biggest user base right now. So for people who said this game was gonna best sell on PC, stop it. Let's be real. Stop it.
Oh.
It's not even about console war bullshit at this point. It's about you shipped a game that people paid $89 for or $100 for to play early, and not everybody can play it.
Yeah, that's some crap.
That's bull crap. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting practice. And what I can say is, I got it early. I got in, like, you know, and here's another caveat I want to give. For anybody who's thinking you shouldn't profile share, PlayStation, Sony, Microsoft, Xbox, they encourage you profile sharing. They thoroughly encourage it. They tell you can profile share. You know, so people say, if you profile share, you're stealing. Stop being a freaking idiot. I'm not gonna really say what I want because I want to really go off.
Oh, your mic is low. Let me fix it. Let's see.
But yeah, I'm trying to be calm about this because I'm trying not to really
turn up your mic on your end.
Wait, turn it up on my end?
Yeah, a little bit. Can you?
Yeah, I can turn it up on my end.
All right, sounds better now. Yeah, I just increased whatever I can do on my end.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was on your end. So people who are profile sharing what on Xbox and on PlayStation, not necessarily. This is why it's not as big of a problem on PC. It's having problems on PC, but Xbox and PlayStation, especially PlayStation, are having the majority of problems because these two, you know, consoles you can profile share. So like most people do, they have multiple consoles in the house if it's their console of choice. I have a ton of PS5s in the house, so I profile share with my wife. Well, we go to play Diablo, at 6 in the afternoon. I can get on. Well, no, let me phrase that. I could not get on. It kept telling me I was in a queue. I was in a queue at the first day for at one point 25 minutes. Okay. Do I expect that? Do I expect that? Yes and no. No, because you did a server slam and everything seems well. But yes, because that server slam didn't really include you did a server slam on Mother's Day, which a lot of people weren't even fucking.
I got you.
A lot of people didn't know about the server slam. So did you really test the servers? So when I walked away from the server slam, I was like, you know what? This just happens to be too good, and I don't think there's that many people on. So the game comes out for people who bought it for $89.99 on last week. And first I get a queue. Then I stay in the queue. It would say the game is going to start. It go right back to queue for 10 minutes. Say the game is going to start. Go right back to queue for 10 minutes. It did this for about a good. It did this for about a good 2 hours, right? Finally, it puts me in. I make my character. Bam. I start exactly, how the beta started. I'm running around. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I'm enjoying the game. Well, guess what? My wife tries to boot the game up.
Kicks you off?
She can't get on it.
Oh.
No. She can't get on her console. Now, my profile is primary on her console, but I'm playing on a console that just has my profile on it by itself in my back man cave. She can't get on it. Keeps selling it. Cannot dare invalid license. I'm like, what is going on with this game? Well, Xbox players, because I'm looking at Twitter, some of the people I know, they're saying the same thing. They're like, yo, I can get on, but the person I profile share with can't get on. And they're like, I don't understand it. So it seemed like a problem with the people who are profile sharing. The news that Blizzard is giving us somewhat is that they think, and not even, I won't even say Activision Blizzard is saying this. This is somewhat Activision Blizzard, but this is somewhat of the people in the industry just figuring it out. Because you got an early release, and because whatever account that purchased the item, it let that account play it, but it won't let the person your profile share.
Now is that only during the preview time? Right now?
Yeah. It's on. So this is what I
tomorrow, right?
Right. So this is what I expect to happen when it releases tomorrow, or at midnight tonight. I expect that my wife will be able to click on that thing and it'll boot right up.
That's so crazy about you.
That's a problem.
You paid early, and you deal with.
I paid early, and I've never done this for a game. I usually just say screw it. I'm gonna get.
That's messed up.
Right. I say I'm going to get it when it comes out. I never pay early. But I was like, you know what? $89. Season
and everybody was hyping it up, and you played the beta.
And I'm
playing
playing this
beta
game
and crap, man. When they
let me tell you, Jazz, I'm playing this game. I'm a level 47. I'm finally at the end of the game. I will say this. This is a game that I'll say.
And you play by yourself to the end?
No, so I'm playing. This is me and one of my friends because none of my other friends can get on.
Oh man.
None of them get on.
How long
They're
is the
like,
game?
I don't know. The regular main story. How many hours have I put in this game? Let me tell you. I'll tell you right now. I have 34 hours in this game so far.
Jesus. And that's with you unable to log on?
And wait, 34 hours in the game that I've been actively playing.
Oh, I have a lot of those hours you've been trying to get in.
So I played for like when I first get on, I played for the whole day straight to like 5 o'clock in the morning. Just with no life it. Went in there and just freaking no, I had a great time. Got on the next day after the game came out. It was doing the server things. Can't get in doing the queue things. I was like, man, this is effed up. So I was like, I don't have a game I want to play. So I kept trying it. All day I kept trying it. Wouldn't let me in. So that's when I bought Street Fighter. Like the day after I bought Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Started playing Street Fighter. But then I said, you know what? I really don't want to start Street Fighter. I really want to play Diablo. So I kept trying it. Finally, that lets me back in. At this time, I'm like a level 20-something. So 34 hours I put into this game. And I'll tell you, what I've played so far is absolutely amazing. It's probably, I would say, for that looter kind of grind, kind of like dungeon. It's absolutely amazing. And I will say, if we take out the fact that this game is having a lot of license problems, people can't play it. Just the game for itself. What they should have did is they should have took the netcode down and say, hey, you can play. Because we can play couch co-op, right?
Yeah.
But we couldn't even do that because it couldn't read her license. So outside of that, this game is absolutely amazing. The caveat to it is not everybody can play it. So that definitely you have to take some points off of that, right? But here's the other place I take points off too. People are Paragon level. So max level is 50. Then once you go over 50 is Paragon level. People are at level 100. And I don't get it how they got. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's things on there. Like there's PvP in this game. So you can go to certain areas in the map and people that are actually in the game that are actually regular people, you can fight them. Man, I've gotten my butt kicked by some guys who are like really high. And I'm like, how are you this high already? Yeah. How are you this high? And it's really interesting because this map is huge. When I finally got my steed, my I'm riding around and I'm on my horse. I'm just my whole thing right now is, even though I'm at the end of the game, I'm about to enter the last like dungeon area. I don't want to do side missions because like that's what I started doing. It overwhelms you. If you just go from Act 1 to Act 6, you can probably beat this game in literally, I'll say probably 25 hours realistically. 25 hours.
Yeah, I just don't know, man. I played Diablo 3. I'm not really into this stuff.
This game was meant to be played. This game was definitely meant to be played with a group of 4
sure
people
that's
running
exactly
around.
what it's for.
It's designed like when you play by yourself, it's fun. You can play by yourself, but you know how we always say, meant to play with friends. This is one of those games that you really want to play with friends, but outside of you playing with your friends, the biomes, the landscape, everything is so gorgeous. It's so meticulously done. And I'm like, it's such an absolutely stunning game to look at. And it's just really good looking. It's really clean.
It looks good.
The story is incredible. Like when's the last time you played an isometric game that actually cared about the story? The story is incredible. So I'm gonna give it its credit where credit's due. They did a good job of creating this. They did a bad job of this netcode and early release. And
maybe Microsoft could help them.
Well,
maybe Microsoft will help them.
Here's the thing
on that one,
and this is why I say. Here's what I'll say. I think that what they've done is absolutely amazing. On the flip side, like people not being able to get in and play this game, and my friends that have it, like I have a lot of friends who can't play it, and they're like, I don't know why I can't play it, but it's not the people who are profile sharing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people who are, so like I said, I profile share with my wife, and a lot of people don't know how profile sharing works. Whoever buys the majority of stuff, you put that profile on the other person's account. So my account is on my wife's account. She can go into my account, download any game she wants to play.
But they won't do the license thing.
No. Log out of my profile, log back into her profile, and play it. On my PlayStation 5, my name is the only account on there, right? So we can both play at the same time under two different profiles, the same game.
Gotcha.
This game, because they let you buy it early, they didn't really think like, oh crap, people are gonna be profile sharing. And
I don't even think about the profile. I think the whole thing is messed up. Is that these games
you can't play it offline either?
Well, they go through betas, and then they do these tests and these stress tests and stuff. Then they have you pay for it early. You pay for it to play it early, and then you're mostly doing technical diagnostics to just get into a game, and you're wasting your benefit of the preview period or the 3 days early access that you have. You're spending early day trying to get into it. And I just think that's so messed up.
Here's the other thing, and I thought about this. So they came out with this saying, hey, the first, I think it's like 100 people to reach this level on hardcore and beat it. They're going to be inscribed on this big statue at Blizzard and yada, yada, yada. I think that's bullshit because you have so many people that cannot get in who don't have the opportunity to even do that.
Frogs, I found the problem.
Because your netcode is messed up. Go ahead.
I found the problem. Rod Ferguson right here. This is the reason why Diablo's not working. Everybody, grinders, hit that like button. I found the reason why Diablo's not working. Diablo 4, if you have any questions, I found it out. Rod Ferguson just tweeted it out right now. He just fixed everything. He's giving you an explanation why Diablo 4 is shitty right now. He is playing it on a Series S booster with a strap-on screen. Holy Spirit activate. Oh, my God. Frog, do you see this? Holy shit on me. Holy crap.
Hold on.
Okay.
There's your problem.
Activate. Oh, no. Holy Spirit, activate.
In the war room with a strap-on a Series S.
Activate.
What are we doing here? What is this? Why do I always see strap-ons on booster? What is this? Show you playing it on a Steam Deck. Maybe playing it on the Asus Ally or playing it on a crazy PC. What are you doing here? Stop, Rod Ferguson. This is not good. This is the reason why it's shit. What the hell is going on here, Bob Frog? There it is. I rest my case. Exhibit A, B, C, and D. There it is. Rob Ferguson, the 3 C's coming out there. Goddamn 3 C's in the chat. Booster. He's playing it on a booster with a strap on in the war room. Yeah, he's really doing some good diagnostics there. Real setting your standards. Oh, goddamn. I swear that company, whoever makes this strap on for the Series S, they must be sending these things out or handing them out at rooftop parties. Because everybody got these strap-ons. Walking around, swinging them in the air. I don't get it.
Jazz, you know
you
what
see
it is,
this.
man. It's what it really boils down to is I think that it's just, oh man.
What are we promoting here? This is Diablo, a PC game. Showing on a booster.
This game coming out is kind of like it kind of says some things to me.
Yeah, no Switch version.
As much as I like what I'm playing, there is some negative, and the negative is whenever you have something this big, something this good that people are enjoying, is getting great scores. You know, this game is a solid all the way 9. It's a solid 9 as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I'm right at the end at the last boss. To me, what I'm playing so far, this game for what Diablo is, a dungeon crawler that is, it's a solid 9. But the fact that you have such a problem with the net code and all this other problems, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. I spent $90 to buy your product early because I believed in what you were selling, and you kind of shat on me. You shat on the community also, and you've not really given us a definitive answer of what the problem is. But we do know that and then here's a good, right? There's some goods from this. By this happening, the good was they had to come out and say, hey, the reason this happened primarily on PlayStation consoles, PS4 and PS5, because that's the biggest user base. Once again, they came out and said this, not me, not anybody else. They came out and said this is the reason it's the majority happened on PlayStation, because that user base is so big and so many people purchased it there over PC and Xbox. That's, you have an influx of, and I'm like, that's a good and bad. Like, okay, it's selling. It's actually selling on PlayStation. Like, great. But how'd you fluff this up for such a well-received scoring game to not say, hey, until we fix this, we're going to let all players play offline? You know why? Because this is built in to the code of the game of you have to always be connected and have an internet code.
Yeah,
and,
that's
and
messed
if you
up.
don't, so they did like I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a Destiny person, buy this game. This game is Destiny Diablo. That's what it is. It feels so much like Destiny in a sense, right? But it has a freaking good story. And I'm like, there's some great things about this game. I'm like, man, if you're a fan of this type of looter, dungeon, explore, like you're not going to see all the map in one sitting. I'm trying, and it's really huge.
So
I think that overall, from that aside, this game is good. But they have to do something for the fan base, for the people who spent that $90, who took, I had a guy that took days off to play this, and he can't play it.
Yeah, that's messed up, dude. Yeah.
So you have to do something, and don't just say, hey, here's 1,000 silver. You really got to do something that really shows your user base, the people who bought this, hey, you know what? We realize we effed up. This is what we're going to do for you. The first season to all users is free. Something. You got to do something. You got to do something to really, don't give me silver. Don't give me freaking silver talking about, this is free. I don't
transition.
Want that.
How much did you play of Street Fighter 6?
Okay, so, man,
did you play that?
Download Street Fighter 6, made my character. Once again, I did play the demo, played the beta, and my biggest gripe, my biggest complaint was the modern control mode. So there's three.
I switched it right to classic.
I played classic. Played a little bit of the story mode, but I was like, okay, I really want to get into the fighting online.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did some fighting online.
I would say once again, this game is absolutely amazing, right? As far as what Street Fighter is. So I'm not going to say it's better than every other fighting game, but for what Street Fighter is, I think maybe outside of maybe Alpha 3, this is probably the best Street Fighter game I've ever played. But the caveat to that is, there's three big caveats is people are getting in these lobbies with you when you're running around little arcades. And there's a lot, like I said, this game has a lot of content.
I haven't done that. I only did the matchmaking, dropping a quarter.
There's so much content.
Oh, there is, but I just did the arcade version.
Did you play the arcades, the little arcade machines?
Street Fighter 2 is in there.
There's so much art. There's so much content in this game. You absolutely see the love of Street Fighter.
Dude, I think it's great.
There's some agendas being pushed, and that aside, whatever.
I didn't do World Tour yet either.
Which I'm like, okay, here we go with the agenda bullshit. I see, certain things they say and the way.
But what did you think of the?
But for as a game as it stands alone, I think it's an absolutely great Street Fighter game from launch. It's better than whatever Street Fighter freaking 5 did. The biggest problem I'm having now is, and I think maybe it can be addressed, or maybe I don't know what I'm doing. When I go into a lobby and I want to fight somebody and I don't want to play against somebody who's using modern controls. Yes, if you use modern controls, you have less, I guess they say, actions you can do. People who are classic can do more of the moves. It just seems like people who are playing modern controls aren't really that great at this game, but they're great at just button mashing.
Yeah, but the lobby, what I did was I went into just the arcade mode, not even into the world, that lobby. And I just went into there and I just said join multiplayer games, and somebody just dropped a quarter in and you're just playing against somebody, And that's what I did.
So you didn't go on the lobby, the hub where you can run around.
I did walk around there, but I didn't play any games. What I tried to do is fight somebody with my avatar in there. But
yeah,
otherwise,
I kept sitting. No, don't do that, dude. That first day I got in there, I tried to fight somebody in my avatar. They were already like a level 50 or something like. They beat the crap out of me.
Oh man!
And then I went down. I sat at an arcade machine. The first dude I fought was playing with modern controls. And he was just doing.
You probably
moves,
could set it
like,
up where you just force classic controls.
I don't know if you can do that.
I think you can.
I don't know if you can just say, "Hey, I only want to fight people." So when I finally fought a guy with classic controls, it seemed more like we were really actually going. Like I win a match, he win a match, and then it was to the end, and we freaking were fighting. It was down to the tooth and nail. When I'm fighting people with these modern controls, you know what they do to me? They freaking hit me, and then they do that rush drive, that little I call it.
Dude, I love that thing, dude. I love it.
I think it's cool,
but
right?
You know, in classic mode, it's only the two shoulder. It's the top two buttons.
Right,
That's
but the thing is, you know what it reminds me? It's kind of like Mortal Kombat, where you're fighting. You can do the X-ray move, like people. If you're whooping some dude, I was whooping this dude, and that's
I love that.
He freaking
thing.
He did that to me, and I was like, okay. I think they put this game.
Yeah, but they can't spam it though because they lose.
No, they can't.
They
can't
power.
spam it because they can't spam it because if you're watching them, you can punish them.
Yeah,
I try to make sure.
Stunned.
Anytime anybody tries to do it, I punish them.
Then you stun them.
But the problem is people who are using modern controls. I think they have a slight advantage. It's
a one-button press.
It's a one-button press, and I don't like that. I don't want to fight against anybody who's using classic controls. And I think that would be the main thing. My main problem is I don't like modern controls. Every time I go into a fight, I have to tell it, hey, I want to use classic. I wish I could have set up and say classic.
You can. On the main screen, you go on the high-level screen where they show you all three things. You go into settings and say you want classic mode across the board.
Yeah, okay, see, I did that, but when I go sit down in the arcade machine,
I think it's the arcade machines, dude. You gotta.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
I just did.
Like I said, I only played two modes. I only played the one where you run around the arcade hub. You sit down on the machine. You play with somebody. I thought this was fun. Some people have really, 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 really weird looking characters.
There's
definitely.
some
really weird.
So who's your favorite so far? Who have you been using?
I've been using DJ.
Oh, DJ. My favorite is Blanca. I always use Blanca. Blanca's my favorite.
DJ, and I will say they got Cammy's look is very different than.
Yes.
It's like she's still Cammy, but she has a different feel to her. And I like how Cammy is. I'm hoping they add and like I said, I can't knock the game for having the different control styles. They want to include everybody.
I'm surprised.
I don't want to play
Vega,
people with modern controls.
Vega and Sagat. Dude,
I don't know where the originals are.
I wish they put them in there. Like I wanted Vega in there, man. I use Vega all the time.
But Jazz, and this is what I said because I was looking at it. I just bought the regular version. I think if you buy like the other
but did you
version,
see?
I'm not sure you get like 4 drops this year.
But they're not.
That's not a lot.
No, and you look, the characters are not that good. They got Akura. And then they got a couple of other people, but they don't have anybody. I didn't think anybody great in there. Like I was like, that's what they got for the next year. Like I think that's kind of weak.
I think that they're going to nickel and dime people for characters, but hopefully, if it's like Street Fighter V, where you can actually, I don't know if you notice, a lot of people may not know, you can actually earn your
Akuma. That's what it is.
Akuma,
not
Akuma. No, Akuma.
Akuma. That's the only one I'm interested in. I'm just going to buy him. I'm not interested in the other people.
Did you play Street Fighter V?
Yeah.
So in Street Fighter V, you can earn your characters. You didn't have to buy.
I know, but this one they give you all the characters.
This one I don't think you can.
No, you.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think you can earn costumes, but I don't think you can earn characters.
No. All the characters are there.
Did you see this? This is a scary thing. Did you see you can rent characters in this game?
Yes, you get a rent character, but that's interesting too. That I like. That's not bad because like when they do it in new, but they're not talking about. They're not talking about the characters there. They're talking about the DLC characters. You could try them out.
Yeah, but
so you can try them out. You can rent them for a little bit.
It's more akin to, and this is why I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. This I don't play a lot of fighting games anymore. It's more akin to what they do with Mortal Kombat. They come out and they nickel and dime you every 3 months for freaking
Mortal Kombat. I'm buying it for Jean-Claude Van Damme.
So hold on to buy freaking $29.99 for 4 characters. And like a couple of skins and 2 new boards. I don't like that model. I don't really like that model that if they gave me a way to say, hey, you can actually earn this because you're in the game, you're putting time in it, great. But I don't want to put a lot of time in here and then I have to because think about it. Mortal Kombat did the same thing. They kept nickel and dime you buy this character pack. $49.99.
Yeah, but I think Mortal Kombat has the best DLC out of everybody. I think they do classics and then they do like a special edition character, something like that.
I'm not saying they don't have. I'm not negating
really
whether. I'm not negating I'm not having an argument of whether the DLC is good or not. I just think the way they give.
That's right, Brian.
I don't want to spend $49.99 on 4 characters, 2 boards, and freaking costumes every freaking 4 months, 3 months. I don't want to, or every year. I don't want to do that.
They were saying about the whole. Yeah, I think that the World Tour graphics are definitely a little rough. Like those NPCs and stuff like that. Like that stuff is.
Oh, when you're running around the world.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. But yeah,
it's not the best.
It's not the best. I do like that you can fight random people, but like, yeah, I haven't done it yet. But I did it in the demo. But
I mean, what I'm playing, I like.
I love the main fighting.
I think there's more to come as the year goes on and we get our Tekken.
When's Tekken 8 come out?
I mean, not Street Fighter.
Tekken 8 come out this month too.
Kombat. No, Tekken has no
release
date.
It's not release. Okay.
Tekken 8.
What's up,
Tekken 8 has no release date. Mortal Kombat comes out in October. For what this game is, it's a good Street Fighter game. But as I get older and older, man, I don't want to be nickel and dime for freaking.
That they all got to do. But I think the king. I like all the characters.
Look, Jazz.
All the characters are in there already. You can play them in arcade mode. They're all there.
No. When the new characters come out, let me have the ability to earn that character through playing the game, where I can actually get fight money like Street Fighter. Because right now, I think the only way you can get these characters is to buy them
or rent them.
And I'm like, I'm not buying them or renting them. I'm like, just let me earn them. Same with Mortal Kombat. I know what's going to happen with Mortal Kombat. When you put up there, pre-order this game, you get Shang Tsung. How many Mortal Kombats are you going to give a Shang Tsung? Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you got pre-order Shang Tsung. I'm tired of... Dude, they did it with Injustice. The pre-ordered Darkseid.
I get so tired.
I still don't have Darkseid because I never pre-ordered.
And that's why, like, I end up either not buying the game and buying it like a year later when I can just buy the Street Fighter 6 Ultimate Edition. You see what I'm saying? Or I just sit there and watch, because I did the same thing with Smash. I was like, yo, you guys are gonna keep nickel and diming me. And
I agree. I think that is a good model.
I'm tired of that model. I hate that model.
Like, instead of just buying them outright, have people earn it, and maybe could earn it, and if they really want to grinding. But then you know what though? Then they add a grind factor element to it to earn money, and people try to manipulate that and try to do it. I don't know. And then they might have to change the gameplay because people could grind for that, and they got to level that up because now that's going to hurt. So you got to think about it now. If you could grind to get points, right, to unlock characters, then guess what? They're going to have to make the game now grindable and make sure, no pun intended, grindable. And then basically now they're going to add things to make you do that. And now you're not going to get the stuff that you need because now that is equivalent to real money. See, right now, whatever points and stuff you get is not equivalent to real money.
It's all about money.
It is. Because now...
That's why these games... and the same thing with Diablo.
If I'm going to take your character...
Diablo is going to happen, Jazz.
But if I take... If you say characters, $10 right now, and it's equivalent to what? 50,000 points. Well, I'm going to make sure that those 50,000 points are equivalent to about $10 of my hard work. See, so that's the... Look at the hell's this guy. Dude, there's some whack... Yeah... I'm not into all the hokey dokey wacky stuff. I just went right into the fighting game. Like, I got to explore all this wacky stuff that they got in here. But I'm not super into it, but I really like the combat's incredible. I think the fighting mechanics are great. The characters are really like...
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot good here, but...
Look at these things that people created. Oh, my God. Like, this is just...
Oh, there's some crazy people.
This guy with a little hips and big head and a...
Because of what they're naming themselves. I'm like, man, these guys are wild.
What the hell is this guy doing? Like, I was watching this guy do. World Tours are really fun. I'm gonna do that.
Wild.
I played those arcades though. It's been pretty cool. But anyway, let's get on to the next topic here. Oh, speaking of Street Fighter and sales, did you see those box chart sales yet again?
Bruh.
Jesus.
Let me tell you something.
Oh wait, one thing I want to show too here before I move on. That muscle deformation that the S booster does not have. So there's muscle deformation on the Series X, but not on the S. And next-gen consoles, there you go. Look at that. So his muscle, like his bicep increases when he pulls back his arm to punch, and on the S it doesn't. There's no muscle deformation. Isn't that wild? But they're both next-gen consoles, though. Thanks, Phil. And the hair doesn't look that good. Agree either. Yeah.
Is this a better launch than a lot of stuff that's come out? Yes. It obviously there's no hands down. Hands down. It came out and they said, "Hey, we're gonna come out with this, and you're gonna be impressed." If Street Fighter's impressive, I think that Diablo's impressive. My main factor is like both of them have there's some hiccups with them, and the biggest hiccup right now with Diablo is people being able to get on.
You see these sales breakdown for Street Fighter? I was gonna say the next topic we're going into.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue.
UK charts 79% of Street Fighter sales are on the PS5, 13 on the Xbox, 8 on the PS4. Box sales charts came out.
I don't know what people thought was gonna happen. I don't know why people thought this was gonna happen.
Wildness, man.
I listen to various different podcasts, and I stopped listening once I start hearing anybody who primarily plays on Xbox start saying the stupid stuff they say. I do, because they say some of the stupidest things. I'm tired of the stupidity. I don't even want to have conversation with people who talk about the stupidity. It's to a point where it's like, man, this is so stupid.
I gotta show you something, but I know exactly what you're talking about because I was.
This is so stupid.
Listening. I don't know. Did you listen to Crossfire on Friday? If you listen to Crossfire on Friday, shout out to Mooj, man. You listen to it. There was some person that was on there that was saying like, oh, like when they were bringing up the whole Fable and that it's hard for them to make Fable because they made racing games. He's like, oh no. Forza Horizon is an RPG. That's a CRPG. So I don't think it's that crazy for them to make Fable. And I'm like, who this? And he was and then he was saying like Forza Horizon, through those guys, like they got all the talent there. And I'm like, what about Maverick Studios? What about the people that are leaving Playground Games? What do you like? Who? And then I looked them up. I know. I clicked on him. He's from Go listen to Mooch's show, dude. I'm like, okay, there's some whack. I'm like, you must be on drugs.
There's some really delusional people.
The
world we're living in. We already know that there's a lot of mental health, but damn, I be damned. Mental health has really infected.
Who says it's called RPG? Who said that Forza is an RPG? And he's like, oh yeah, there's like side missions and stuff. I'm like, compared to Fable, with you mean like with people? Just to tell you. People will be talking. There will be mouths that will be moving and arms that will be waving. I'm like, what? Like who? Like what are you talking about, dude? Like what? What are you talking about? The car talk? Like, are we playing Cars from Disney? Like, are the cars moving their mouths and talking and stuff? Because just that alone, animating a character, is totally different than Forza being on a like. I'm like, who? Like, what is going on, dude?
What's going on is mental health, man.
Forza's like RPG, like Fable. Get the hell out there. It should be easy to make. Oh crap! I was like, where's my whole spirit activate?
It's a lot of people I listen to who say they game, and A, they don't game, or B, they're very delusional when they do game, and they have this mind frame of, hey, there's going to be a need.
Who was it? I'll tell you who it is.
With the console that I'm on.
You said it on
I
the
won't
show.
even say names. All I'm going to say is, there's a significant line won't be moved unless they really want to be competitive with Xbox. That move and that line won't be met. And then even so, and even there, if you want that line to be moved, you have to buy stuff, which we know that's not happening in that console. That's why there's Game Pass. You can't sit there and say you want better, and you really don't want better. You just want something on your console just to say you have it. Even if you don't, and Final Fantasy is an example. We just want it just to say we have it. Even if we're not playing it, we just want it. We just want it.
Yeah.
We know it's not gonna sell there. We know Final Fantasy is dog crap as far as sales go on Xbox. But you got
they're gonna save it.
I want it just because of that whole thing.
I heard that
rumor. I'm like, you are some delusional mother.
They think that Xbox is gonna save Final Fantasy look at the
you guys are
Street Fighter.
So delusional, and I try my best when I start hearing this crap. I'm like, let me tone this out because you guys are idiots. And this it's gotten to the point, Jazz, when I see
79%, dude. What the hell?
Jed, it's the same people on Twitter and in the community. They have to have mental problems, number one. You can't talk about, like I said before, and I tweeted it, and I'm not scared to say their names, but I won't for the show's sake. You can't talk about holding the line.
You
when
just
don't
made
even
the
hold
list.
control in your hand.
Dude.
You don't play games. You are a Phil Spencer knob polisher. That's all you do. That's all you've been doing for the last 10 plus years. You've been polishing knob for a guy who really doesn't freaking care about you. He doesn't even care about the own community. He's like, I don't understand these guys. Like, what are you really fighting for? Gaming was never about this. It was about, man, look what we're getting. Like right now, I said it. Man, look at what we're getting. Yeah, Diablo has its problems, but look at what we're getting. Look at the quality of stuff. This isn't exclusive. This isn't in Game Pass. You actually got to go out there and buy this. This is what this is what makes you want a game, great quality. But I don't get these guys who are sitting there like, I'll get Street Fighter Diablo. I'll get Diablo when it goes in Game Pass.
Oh, I saw that tweet. I saw somebody tweet
man,
that.
Come on, man. And guess what? When it goes in Game Pass, all you're going to talk about is how's in Game Pass. You're never going to play it because I've seen your achievements. I've been off Xbox quite some time, and your achievements are not impressive, guy. I've seen it. It is not impressive. You don't really game. We're both older gentlemen, and I find the time to game and play the games and talk about the games I play and enjoy them, but you really don't game. You're holding Phil Spencer's cock and balls in your hand a little bit too much.
Look at this. Yeah, most popular digital stuff. Thank you so much. What Josh has. Will777, VIP grinder for 9 months. He goes, Travis, the Thai guy, is a bot to the fullest. Well, you know what? I looked him up because I heard somebody, like, it was one of those things. I'm listening to the show, and I was like, well, they're talking about, yeah, you know what? It's really hard for Playground to make a Fable game for the thing. And he's like, no. Man. He's like, no, they made Forza, which is a RPG. That's the same thing. They got side missions and stuff like that. I'm like, who's this person? And then I clicked on his name, and yep, there it is. There he is.
You know, Jez,
it's like 12 stages of Phil Ness. Like, here he is right here. I'm like, he's a writer for IGN. And then I click. Oh, he's on the Last Word podcast. Let me see. Oh, it's an Xbox podcast. Now I was like, who? Why is this person comparing Forza to Fable? I'm like, what
there's
what
not
a here? And then Jeff Grubb
solid...
was telling him, he's like, dude, they said it's hard. They said it's hard for them to do because they make car games. They said it themselves. What are you defending them for?
Because they're too busy piling.
You're crazy. Like, where do you come up with this stuff? Like, come on, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like, a car game is the same thing as Fable? First off, just the aesthetic alone, they need to get. Because Peter Molyneux created that sense of funniness and quirkiness. That whole charm, you got to capture that. That's a problem, one. Okay? That's an issue right there. You trying to capture that the Fable-esque of it, that quirkiness and stuff. Try to do that without Peter Molyneux there, the creator of it. Because I can tell you right now, after he left Lionhead, they had trouble sustaining that with Fable 3. They had trouble continuing Fable after Molyneux left on 2. So now you got a whole... That was when he was with the studio. Then he left after Fable 2, and they had struggled to try to reestablish Fable. Fable 3, no. And then Fable Legends, they scrapped that one if they believe so much in the franchise. And then on top of that, they did Fable, the Connect game. They didn't know what the hell to do to Fable after Molyneux left. They just used the Fable name and just milked the shit out of it in all different aspects. After Fable 2 with the dog, it was done. That was Lionhead. You got Playground Games coming out of the blue to make Fable. That's a problem in itself. Secondly, they said it themselves. They can't make a car. They're finding it hard to make an RPG. Side missions, story missions, dialogue, all this stuff that's not even in Forza. What are you talking about? Yep. Forza, they had fetch quest missions to go find a car in a barn. They didn't even. I even said in Forza Horizon 5 they should have added more RPG elements as a kind of a practice run for Fable. Like, maybe make some chases or maybe make some storyline missions. Maybe get out of your car and actually walk around and interview people and race people and maybe start creating those characters and practice. No, they didn't. They're making this thing from scratch, dude. And I'm telling you right now, it's a challenge. You cannot compare the two. So I don't even know what you think. Like, you're smoking some crazy shit if you think that it's easy for that. Like, you think that it's a cop. It's not even smoking, like somebody said in the chat. Like, you're right. What is it? The Ubisoft game. Goddamn, that is more of an RPG game than friggin' Forza.
They're smoking that crystal meth.
Jesus, what was the other game that they said? But my God,
with fentanyl,
weapons, gear, weapons, gear, combat. Oh my God, character animations.
There's something going on over there.
Story missions, like side missions, and then what they said they wanted a Fable. Oh, they want elements of like The Witcher. Good luck from the people that make a car game. Like, good luck. And look at this breakdown right here, dude. Like, this is crazy. These popular digital storefronts here. So they were showing this. Steam won 50%, PlayStation 37%. So, because what he was saying, I think Josh sent me this. One of the things they were saying was like, oh, it's box sales. That's why the score is so skewed. Where Xbox is more of a digital storefront. They have a higher market share in the digital. So their digital will that's why they're so low in the physical sales. Well, here's it. Here's it is right here. Popular digital software stores, it's number 3. What are we, 3rd, 4th? What did Satya say? Satya, what was that again? What do you want to do? What did he say? I think Satya said something. You're 3rd or 4th. Yeah, there you go. Here they are. Oh, he's coming up the rear. Pause. Oh, he's coming up the rear, Xbox. Hit that like button, everybody. They need to get better, do better. But they suck right now. There we go. I got that quote right here. Phil Spencer saw this again, and he goes,
"Oh no, we suck again."
Yeah, suck again on that one. So this came out of the blue today. Frog, did you hear this? So this came out of the blue. Oh, one more thing too. I wanted to show this before we leave the sales pitch. Here's our good friends at Aaron Greenberg's good friend over at XG Charts. You know that who he celebrates to. They just posted the PS5 and the 2. Remember? 2 consoles. It's 2 consoles going against the PS5. 2. The Series X and S. After 30 months, according to VG Charts, the PlayStation has sold an estimated 13 million units, and Xbox has sold 10 in the. I think this is U.S. This is in the U.S. But this is what I said. I said, when people were like, look how close they are, like right here, like, look how close they are. I said, once the second year hits in, that's when Sony goes bonkers. And that's exactly what happened with the One X, the One and the PlayStation 4. They were pretty close for the first year or two when Xbox was making some games. But when Xbox the second year, and what is that, 2015, 16, when they start losing their way, and Sony started coming out with Uncharted 4 and coming out there, it blew up, and it just kept spreading apart. Boom. And he's going to spread them. Man, look where they spread them, right there. There it is.
I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
There it is. Look at this. As we come up to the second year, look at this. Whoosh. Whoosh. Xbox kind of starting to flatline or just kind of level up, and PlayStation is going up. This is what I said. This is the time. This is what happens. And I'm going to tell you right now, Spider-Man 2. Xbox needs to do better. Ooh-wee. And that's what we know. That's the frustrating thing. We know Sony got more bangers. Hell, Capcom announced today that they're doing a showcase. Sony had more announcements about PSVR at the Meta Quest. Games coming from their showcase. But there's the diversion right here. Look at this. That's another topic. But look at this. This is what I said. I said Xbox is going to kind of level off. I said the second year is when, there we go, at the end of last year to now, this is it. Look. And it's just going to get worse. Spider-Man, it goes full vertical. That's right. Worldwide sales, dude, VG Charts, where are you right now? Let's see. Does VG Charts do the worldwide? Aaron Greenberg retweeted VG Charts. US. Where's your worldwide? Worldwide sales. Let's go, Sam. Holy. Let's go monthly. What are we doing here? They're in another. Who's the? Oh, what is the? Oh, Nintendo. That's NS. All right, I can't see. It's small. So look at this. Look at this craziness right here. And take what you will. This is VG charts, right? Let me just try to zoom in here. Take what you. There we go. Grind this. We're doing some fat. Like here. Well, look at this. So here's the end of last year, right? Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. The one is flatlined. Boop, 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 boop. Xbox needs a hot beat. We need a hot beat.
More than a heartbeat.
Dude, we need a what is it? There we go. Oh, hold on. I need to get this. Damn, what the hell? I can't click on it. Xbox One, what happened? It needs some help. It's flatline. Xbox is flatline. He's a crash cart. It's what is it? It's 0. It's not even there anymore. It's Xbox. Oh my god. It's done. It's done. Call it. Call it. They need a heart. Oh damn, man, they need a heart. Oh no. You know what? In order to have a heart, they need to have a soul, right? They need to have a soul.
And they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
Yo, we see this chart right here. There's only one song that comes to mind. Look at this. Whoosh. Whoosh. And a worse. Xbox is the red. PlayStation is the yellow. Look at this. Xbox is just like, we do our own thing. Look at this. The PS5, look at the Nintendo and the PlayStation duking it out, hand over fist, and Xbox is just at the bottom cruising. They're beating themselves at 0. That is crazy. Insane. Let's go look at the yearly chart. Holy shit. Where are we? Look at Nintendo, though. Nintendo, wait, when was that? Nintendo's freaking crazy, dude. The PS4. Wait, when was this? Oh, this is the DS? Oh, we're going back in time. Look at this. See, that's what I was trying to say. Like, even when the Xbox and PlayStation launched, you could say PlayStation had shortages, right? But look at the PlayStation. It still was selling more than the Xbox, even with shortages. That's what's crazy. And Phil was winning awards all throughout that thing. Oh, my God. Show us the goddamn games. My God. Stop with this old... The search for W's, all they get are L's. That's it. Oh, goodness gracious. So this thing came up, just to jump into here. Studio Ben. Shout out to Zuby Tech. Studio Ben. And this is the frustrating thing about that Sony showcase, because, like, this is the stuff that, why is it not there? Studio Ben comes out and go, as part of PlayStation Studios family, we promise to continue bringing the quality experiences that aim to leave everlasting impact. As of today, we're currently working on a new IP that includes multiplayer and builds upon open world systems of Days Gone. but brings a whole new world we're extremely excited to craft for you. We cannot wait to reveal it when the time is right. Oh, the frustration. The frustration. Is this a date right here? June 22nd? Is this a date? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Are we gonna do like what Xbox did? They're like seeing little crowns. They're like, why is there a crown next to Hold the Line? It's because King David came up with the line, not because Fable's gonna be there. Oh my God, please. But anyway, there's Studio Ben's announcement. So yeah. Where are you? But man, oh man, we need to see it, dude. This is how they announce it.
What I really want to see is
I'm done.
When Final Fantasy comes out and it's selling, I want to see what we're talking about. Where this game, the pre-orders, it's hard hurting and it's not going to sell. And I don't know what's going on with.
There's don't blow the roof off. But Square Enix will never be happy, and they're always going to say it because they're silly. But like, it's going to sell like crazy.
But we know this game is going to sell. This game is going to sell with ease. Not even like this game isn't going to sell. We know this game is going to sell. It's very anticipated. This game is going to move numbers.
This is a siphon filter.
I don't understand what we're talking about.
This is something right here.
That's why I said when I hear this crap, hey, look, I had muted so many people that I thought I really were okay. I muted them. Yeah. I won't say their names, but I just mute them because some of them don't play games. Some of them play trash games, and they freaking play these trash games and they just can't see the writings on the wall. Like, let it burn.
Yeah. It's just interesting because you know what? Along with this Ben Studio announcement like this, they also had that one that I talked about on Friday was the Naughty Dog coming out and saying how they're working on a single player game and the multiplayer needs some time. And it's just like, I don't get, like, I don't understand why. Like, I feel like, is these responses to them not having something at the showcase or something right now? I just think it's silly. I'm like, I don't know why. If you're willing to show, basically a title screen or some CGI for this, like, why can't you announce what they're working on? I think this one, this is a siphon filter. I think this is something in the siphon filter world or something like that. It's a multiplayer open world. I think it'll be some sort of espionage multiplayer type thing. But I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. I think, if you're gonna talk about something, then show it. Like, you know what? Enough is enough with this game. Show us what the game's like. You can't get excited for a title screen. I don't get excited for a studio title. I don't get excited to know that you're working. I'm glad, because if you weren't working, I'll be worried. If you weren't making a goddamn game, you know what I mean? But like, it's just very frustrating with knowing what's coming. And the thing is that, you know what? If the industry's not ready to reveal what they're working on, then why do we even have these stupid showcases, these summer games fests?
It's for
what is it for? If they're not ready, if these companies are not ready to show their games, then why even have a show and fill it in with a bunch of filler shit, a bunch of indie stuff, things that like, hey, yeah, I'll show my game, and people want to see the big stuff. Like the same thing goes with Summer Games Fest. Like, people don't want to see an indie reel unless it's an indie showcase. People want to see the pop and the big stuff. People want to see like the blockbuster movies, just like how in the summertime you want to see the big movie trailers. The big movies come out. Now they don't come out in January. The movies come out in the summertime, so it's big movie time. You know what I mean? And that's what these shows should be. These should be the big times. If you're gonna have a show, then you're bringing the guns. You know. We're not having a show, and then you're going to show us appetizers. And then that's the problem. Like, then don't have a show. Do some indie reel or some tweet video. Like, I just don't like this whole thing. And then when you see Jeff Keighley's show last year was horrible. It was all indie stuff. It was a waste of time. And I don't know if this year's going to be any better. And then he had some, like, Sony headliner at the end. Some sort of forced interview with Neil Druckmann. Oh, so you're working on something, are you? Oh, yeah, we're working. Here's some cover art bullshit. But here's some guy drew this up in the green room. Like, get the hell out of here. Oh, and we're also making a TV show. Like, it was some little forced interview. Like, it's just stupid. It's like, show some goddamn games. Like, I don't know. That just gets annoying, especially with this stuff. But anyway, that was interesting tweet. I don't understand what they're doing. You know, it's interesting, but again, doesn't really do much to this whole thing. So just bring that up.
It doesn't move a needle.
Nah, yeah, they're working on stuff. Thanks. Those tweets always remind me of like John Madden and Madden football. It's like, if he throws the ball, the guy's gonna catch the ball. It's like, thanks, John. Like if he just moves his legs, he'll get the first down. It's like, thanks, John. Like it's just like, yeah, we're a gaming studio, we're making a game. It's like, thanks. Yeah. Like, thank you. Like, and now you mention multiplayer and this is the problem too. It's like you mention multiplayer and it's like all of a sudden people are like, oh shit, is it a service game? Here we go with the services, because that's immediately what people think of. Show the goddamn game and let people see it. Don't say this stuff, because this ambiguous shit makes people start thinking, oh, look, they're making a service game. They got a service game too. And people see multiplayer and they don't think, maybe it's like Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe it's like a Killzone where you had a single-player campaign and some multiplayer, like a traditional game, like Halo back in the day. Like, maybe it's a regular game with multiplayer, But just let the games do the talking. That's right. Like, just show the goddamn gameplay. Like, show the game. If you're not ready to show it, then don't talk about it. But the thing is like, you should building the game. See and again, I'm not a game developer, but the thing that frustrates me the most is like, if you're making a game, there should be some acknowledgement going, hi guys, so we're targeting this year. We should probably have something relative to play by this time of year. So let's make sure we're working to the snapshot that we could share. Like, and I don't know how they do it, but they should anticipate that we got to share gameplay soon. Like, you know what I mean? We'll do our CGI announcement. We'll do this. We need some slice, a gameplay slice. And I think without E3 there, without like any effect of media playing demos and all that stuff, they feel like, taking that investment out to show a slice is not really doing anything. But you want to know what's funny? I was thinking about showcases, and this is the last thing with the showcase thing. Remember when Sony had that bad E3 show where they went and they like canceled the end of it because was it Death Stranding wasn't ready or something wasn't ready, and they showed like the Days Gone demo twice? Which showcase was that?
I remember.
It cut it short. It was so weird.
It was real short.
It was like their 2017, 2018. It was weird because they showed Death Stranding twice, and it was just strange, and it was like they cut it short. It was like, oh, that was it? Like, and I forget what year. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows what year that was, but Sony just had a bad showcase because they just like they kind of cut it short because some sort of demo wasn't ready or something wasn't ready, and they showed the frame rate, and the frame rate wasn't too hot either. But on Days Gone, 2016, Kratos says it was 2016 showcase.
I can believe that.
What was it? Let me see. Let's see. Sony E3 2016, where it ended. Oh, is that with the orchestra? Wait. Yep, that's with the one. You're right. Man, Kratos was on that. Because I was thinking, like, Sony had a bad showcase in 2016. This is where it did. They showed. Well, they didn't have a bad showcase. They just had he's like, how about that orchestra?
It wasn't the best, right?
They showed Resident Evil 7. They showed Horizon. Okay. Let's see what else they showed. And then they showed Days Gone in the beginning.
Right.
And then what did they do? They recap God of War again? Or this was...
I'm trying to remember what...
They had the orchestra.
There was one that wasn't that great.
But there was something weird about 2016. They showed Days Gone again or something like that. No, they had Spider-Man in. This was a good one. What happened? Something happened in this one. It wasn't 16. No, they had everybody. Spider-Man, God of War. I don't know. There was something I thought. Maybe I was wrong, but I remember there was something where I thought that they cut it short. Maybe it was this one.
So
I gotta
so
I gotta
let me
find
ask
out.
you a question, Jazz.
Yeah,
You
2016
have a
was
DualSense Edge.
2018 was the flute. Oh, the skin flute. Oh, didn't pause that one.
You
No,
got a question,
2016 was a
Jazz.
good one. Kratos. It was that one. That's where they showed that. Let me see. Sony E3 cut short. I wanted to know. There was some I remember. No, that one was bad. That was the last great E3. You're right, 2016. Because then they started. Was it 2017 then? What was 2017 E3? What did they end on that one? No, that was Spider-Man. Yeah, 2018 I thought was... That was the 10th. The year they had the 10th, that was 2018. That was their last one. That's where they had the guy playing the flute for Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, and they did it like a broadcast. This was their E3. This was the year right before they left. That's what Corey says in 2017, 18, and 19, they literally repeated 2016 announcements. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Like, they showed Spider-Man again and showed, yeah. This was their last one when they did this one, and they moved people all over the place. They did like a sports broadcast. Again, showing Spider-Man again after they showed it the previous year. And then the skin flute dude, where is he?
Hey, Jazz.
Yeah.
You have a DualSense Edge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jess, I'm gonna remind you about. I'm gonna ask you a question about something after this conversation because it's pretty interesting. I want to see your feeling on it.
They had all these instruments on the stage, dude. Sony. Where's the flute guy? I gotta see the flute guy. Yeah, this guy playing for Last of Us. Here's the flute guy. There he is. Playing the skin flute. Oh, damn. Playing the skin flute, dude. That was the original flute. Let's hear what he was playing. This is for Ghost of... It was for Ghost of Tsushima, though. The quality flute. Oh, you remember that? Dude, remember this guy? Yeah, go Flute Man! Go Flute! Anyway. Play the skin flute. Oh, man. Well, anyway. So, Summer Games Fest, Frog. Oh, yeah, this no. Dude, so wait, what was the thing with the DualSense?
So quick question. So I got
that like button grinders? That was a better flute.
I did get a DualSense.
Okay, DualSense Edge.
Question. DualSense Edge, and I think it's a cool controller. You get gripes with everything.
Yeah.
I would say it's very comfortable. I think it should be the standard controller going forward. I think this is the way Sony should package consoles going forward. The DualSense Edge should be the controller that comes with it, with all the accessories, all that great stuff. I understand it, and I'm gonna tell you why I think it should be the standard controller. Because as I've been playing Diablo, I thought that it'd be cool to kind of take those back buttons and have them as hotkeys so you can perform other moves, not just program the X or the square, the R1 or the L. You know what I'm saying? Not to program those, but actually use those as actually new button additions to controllers. Because for a while, quite some time in gaming, we've had to stand it. Same with Xbox. I think that it'd be nice to see developers take those Elite controllers and actually use those as hotkeys in games like Diablo or other games. Say, you know what? Because you're on a computer and you have so many keys you can do. What about having a console player the people who have these Elites and these DualSense Edges? Hey, those two extra buttons you got, you can actually hotkey the left back, the right back to something. Another skill or something. Because I've always thought about that. But
you can map them, though. You can map everything.
No. You map, but you're mapping another button that already exists. I'm talking about making
they're not gonna do that.
Making it is actual button, but why not?
Because they should have done it when they launched the system, because you can't do that now.
Why not?
Because now you're breaking the market up.
No, then what would be the? It's very similar to saying here's a PS4 Pro and here's a PS4. Developers were doing PS4 and the PS4 Pro. Yeah, the PS4 Pro is a smaller market, but they would have the same game. And then if you had a PS4 Pro, you got the advantages.
But then how do you make a game for the standard one if it has 2 extra buttons?
No, you make the regular game comes out as the regular game is. Anybody who has a DualSense Edge, when you plug your DualSense Edge up to your PS5, that PS5 knows it's a DualSense Edge. The developers can always program those two, that right back and left back, to something unique in the game if you're using a DualSense Edge. Like I said, I think they can easily do it because they were developing PS4 and then PS4 Pro, and now they got PS4, PS4 Pro, PS5. This game, so I easily think developers could say, hey, for those people who have a DualSense Edge, we'll give you this extra option benefit because you have DualSense Edge. You'll be able to use these 2 back buttons and not have to program anything. For a game like Diablo, it's a good example of, man, it'd be cool to have 2 extra buttons to put this move and this move on, and not just hotkey my X button to the back, my square button to the back. I don't know what you thought about it. I just thought that'd be a cool concept, and why I don't know why developers haven't done that per se. If you have the controller, make use of the controller, because outside of having back buttons that I can move my square, my X, my R1, realistically, me playing with this controller, I'm like, it's really just a controller with 2 extra back buttons, and the sticks I can change the height on and change, but would have been cool because
it's really for them to add functionality, and that you can map extra functionality to all the buttons. And I can see why. If you're making the game for PC,
you're only mapping buttons that exist already.
Yeah.
Why not actually make them actual buttons themselves? You see what I'm saying?
Well,
make them actual
buttons.
Buttons.
you need extra functions, like how you do with a keyboard or something along those lines, like how you can make, like, there's a whole bunch of things you can map to a keyboard. They need to have all those options in there that you can map those buttons, because then you could add extra, but you got to have extra functions in order to map to them. You know what I mean?
I just wondered because PlayStation 1 had a dual shot. PlayStation 2 another dual shot.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. They should. Like, I think they should have.
It's something I think that would be very interesting. I don't know why they don't do it. Because now you have people saying, well, shit, if I buy this controller, I have the 2 back buttons that are already mapped in this game. They actually have this function to them, this unique for that controller. It gives me the ability to say, so, people will say, hey, you know what? Maybe I go ahead and I buy this DualSense Edge, because now, guess what I get to do? When I'm playing Diablo, I get 2 extra buttons, and the normal person that has the regular buttons on the controller, I get 2 extra buttons that are mapped to those actual buttons. Not something I have to worry about, what do I want to put on the back? Because the whole time I've been playing Diablo, I was like, damn, it'd have been really dope if these were actual buttons. They were already there that existed in the game. I don't know. That's just a thought.
Nah, that's a good idea, but they can't even get these games to work straight and add more buttons to them.
True.
You gotta get these games.
True. Hey, wait a minute. They can't even get these games to work straight, but guess what they can do? They can buff characters, and freaking take and nerf characters in games within the first couple of days. They've nerfed my character twice. But you can't get the game to work, but you've nerfed my character. You made him weaker because people are exploiting him because he's so damn powerful. But yeah, so you'll nerf something, but you're not working about having people play your game. I don't know. These companies are, I don't know, they're weird. I just thought of it. As you know, gaming progressive. What more can we do to these controllers? They need buttons on the back.
But I do like the Edge. I do like the weight of it. I like the back buttons. You can set up different profiles of different games. Like,
bro,
if you
that
want
is
those.
I'm gonna tell you, Jazz. When I got it and I opened it, that is a heavy controller.
It is heavy.
Damn that I didn't realize how much weight it had to it. What I will say is, once you start playing with it, and you actually use the back levers or buttons, and you actually have things you're used to. Like, I've been playing Destiny with it. I've been playing Diablo with it. When I go back to a regular DualSense, it's very, very, very hard because I'm so used to those buttons actually being a function.
I know. I rest my fingers on those bumpers on the back.
And that's why I say I think that muscle memory, yes, but I also think that it'd be so dope to see a developer say, "Hey, since you guys own DualSense Edge for whatever game, we're gonna actually program those 2 buttons on the back for something that you can for 2 extra buttons in the game for AKA
Yeah, it would be
Diablo.
cool.
Diablo's a good. I think that'd be interesting and see how people react to it. Do it for a couple of games, see how people react to it, and give them that option. Hey, you don't even have to program this. We have a DualSense Edge control profile in there for you already.
No, they
in our
should be
game.
doing that. I agree. Like they should be doing some
Yeah.
sort of like special.
It's a $200 piece of equipment
but
that
developers gotta do that.
when I
That's-
it's a $200 piece of equipment where I'm like, okay, I spent $200 for 2 extra buttons, but I'm programming it myself.
So you know what they should do? What Sony can do to kind of not have to have developers make it all individually. What they can do is they should be able to map double button presses to them. So like if you could do like a triangle circle, you could map that back button to double button presses.
That's another thing I thought would be cool. Yeah.
And Sony could do that system wide. They could say, hey, here are all the different combos of double button presses. Dude, like even something for like clicking L3 and R3 at the same time. You got to click them both at the same time. Why can't I map that to a combo presses? So to do combo doing that, or even turbo. Like that's another thing too. Like adding, make it a turbo shift. When you hold down one of the left back buttons, it's a turbo button. If you hold circle, it like spams circle. I don't know. Do those kind of system level things where you could do, because I've seen turbo buttons on these pro controllers. There's no turbo button on this. And people.
That's why I say if the life of this controller is just, hey, it's a $199, we added it. PlayStation 5 goes by, PS6 comes out, and they don't do anything outside of what they're doing now. I would say, is it a win or is it a loss? I mean, if it sells, it's a win for them. But for the gamers, like, what did it really do to move that needle outside of that? And I think Xbox honestly should do the same thing, because I've always thought about it. You added these extra buttons on the back. Why not have some developers actually create unique profiles for these controllers instead of saying, hey, you can just map this button, this button, this button to it? It'd be so interesting to actually see them use these as actual buttons that are already in the game that I don't have to program. I don't know. This is a thought.
Yeah, see, Josh thinks that. Yeah, I think they should do it like button presses.
I think they should.
Double button presses, or like combos. Triangles. Just make all different variations, and that button can be mapped to that. That's something they should do. Or turbo. I know, but I've seen it. Like, look at some of the other controllers, like the Razer control. One of those controls, they have a turbo button on there. People like to do that for like, I guess, I don't know, for spamming. Who the hell knows? But yeah, I remember turbo button.
One other thing, because I know I've been talking about the negatives, and there's negatives and positives with every game. This Diablo cutscenes are freaking incredible.
Yeah, but they're cutscenes. No more CGI.
Yeah,
Speaking of no CGI, let's get into the
here
showcases.
We go. Segue.
Showcases, no CGI.
Segue.
So we got Summer Games Fest, as I call Jeff Keighley Smuggling Grapes. That's on Thursday. So I'm probably not going to live stream it, but I'm going to do a post-show reaction probably to the Jeff Keighley Smuggling Grapes Fest.
Jez, you know what you got to do? You got to hold that line. That's what you got to do. You got to hold that line.
What do you think? Okay, let's think. Do you think he's going to have third party there? I know we're seeing Mortal Kombat at the Smuggling Grapes Summer Games Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be Xbox and PlayStation announcement, and what do you think they're going to be? Because those are more I care about. Like
you mean at Jeff Keighley's? Wait, when is Jeff Keighley's thing
Thursday. And Grinders, if you think anything, it's Thursday. That's the start.
Yes, we're going to see minor Xbox things.
Game Pass announcement? No, not Game Pass announcements. You think they'll see?
I think we see minor. Yeah, you're going to see Game Pass. Game Pass is going to come up.
Do you think Xbox first party anything will be at Jeff Keighley's thing?
No. I think that's all from Microsoft's event. They want a strong event. I think you may see some first party Sony stuff there. Don't know exactly what you'll see, but I think you'll see at least one.
I think we're going to see Death Stranding too.
I think we see. Yeah, I was about to say Death Stranding is
because Kojima was on Apple's thing. He was an Apple.
I don't think that when you look at Jeff Keighley's thing, it's not that it's not strong. It's very strong. It's very powerful. I do think that we get a good show. I just think that at this point, like
I don't know.
I don't know what to expect.
The reason
from
why I'm
Jeff
gonna say
Keighley.
his last 2 years, he used a Sony game as an end cap. Do you think he does that
Yes,
again?
he did.
Yes. Grindhounds.
Somebody's at my door. Hold
3
on.
months of Game Pass at the door. Get him. Get him.
Okay, girl, stop it. Stop it.
Fabrice says a trailer for Games Fest showed Hellblade and Spidey. Oh. Do you think so? Kojima's everywhere. That's right. You think Hellblade? You think they're going to use Jeff Keighley's thing to show Hellblade? I think Death Stranding 2 is there. I think Nintendo, Metroid? I don't think Nintendo's anywhere near there. Mortal Kombat we know at Summer Games Fest. But we'll see. I'm kind of like, I really don't know where it's going to go. Last year was a lot of indies, and then showed, at the end he had that kind of that forced interview. I just don't know. A Gears collection? I'll be interested for a Gears collection, definitely. I like to play Gears 2 and 3 again, but I don't need 4 or 5. But I did 1 already. Gears 2 and Gears 3 would be nice to go through with updated graphics.
I would like to see that.
A Marcus collection, yeah.
Yeah, a Marcus
and
collection.
also with Cliffy B too. He seems to be kind of making the rounds. I feel, don't you think? Like
Lawbreakers. We're talking about some Lawbreakers stuff.
No bullshit.
Okay.
Lawbreakers. No, I'm talking about the fucking Lawbreakers.
Hey, every time I get a chance to bring up Lawbreakers, I bring it up.
God,
Gears Pop.
No, but he's like
bring it back. Forza Mobile.
Oh shit, Forza Streets. No, he did.
Forza Streets. I mean, yeah,
he did because he was on what's his name, Jaffe's podcast. He's been kind of making rounds, and I think there's going to be something Gears related, either at the Xbox show. We'll talk about Xbox predictions, but I think there may be a Gears. Oh my God, Crackdown 3 remaster. Oh shit. Nah, Final Fantasy Rebirth. I don't know. Not a Keighley's thing. Oh, Cliffy's just promoting his comic. Shit. All right, thanks. Jeeves came in with some other things. He's trying to get Lawbreakers up again. Oh shit, no. But yeah, we'll see with the Summer Games Fest stuff. But now the other thing is that Keighley's been talking about the hype for the what is it? Another showcase that came out of the blue that just announced today, a Capcom showcase. They are having a showcase on June 12th. So that's a week from now, right? That's a week from now. Yeah. So we'll see.
You see, Capcom's been asking some interesting things too. They were like, "Hey, if we remade or remastered or basically remade a game, what would you want to see?"
Do we think Dino Crisis will be there?
Want.
Pragmata.
They know what we want.
I think Pragmata. We gotta see Pragmata. That's the game that they're working at.
Just give me Code Veronica
and
be done with the whole Resident
I don't
Evil
know.
remakes. Just give me that one and just be done.
I think there's gonna be Resident Evil 4 VR. Maybe they'll show this at Capcom's thing.
I think they
Pragmata maybe.
I don't know.
Resident 4 DLC.
Wait, what's Pragmata?
That's that game that they announced years ago at the Sony showcase. Remember?
I forgot about. Oh, the one in like the little
girls in the street, and it zooms out of the planet, and they're on the moon. Honestly, I'm going to tell you this, Grant. I'm going to tell you this right now. I think this Capcom show is going to be a bunch of hokey dokey stuff. That's what I think. With a couple of maybe a Resident Evil and maybe a big game thrown in there. But I think Capcom's going to be doing like some sort of. I think there's going to be a bunch of okie dokie things. So, I don't think this is going to be like a blockbuster Capcom showcase, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Kevin Logan, he goes, force pay. Oh, dude, don't even talk about that guy. Force paid patents. Fucking patent guy on Twitter. Get the hell out of here. Goddamn making menus. We'll see, man. But Capcom's been having a hot year, though. Capcom's been having a lot of great stuff coming out from Capcom, Resident Evil, and, now Street Fighter. Maybe they'll show the next character or something like that. I don't know, but yep, DLC characters. Monster Hunter World 2. I don't know. We'll see. Exo Primal. Dude, that service
hell
game.
no.
Hell no.
God,
that
that
one.
game looks like ass.
Dude, that game, they keep that shit in beta.
That game looks like pure
it's going right to where it
ass.
belongs. In
Game Pass.
Oh, where's it going, everyone? Where's it going?
I hope it.
It's going
Game
day one
Pass.
to Game Pass.
and
Yeah, that game looks like it.
Oh, damn.
12 minutes and Hades, and they're all on Game Pass.
That's where it's going. Game Pass.
And watch it play to ground, shroom and doom.
No, EXO came out in beta. It came out in like a preview. EXO Primal Gas. But guys.
Yeah, and everybody that played it said it was EXO ass.
EXO
Everybody played it said the game was ass.
You know, speaking about something that I think was supposed to show up, but people thinking, remember our good friends over at Halo. You know, it seems hilarious how the diehard Xbox fans seem to forget about Xbox's biggest IP. It's like Nintendo fans forgetting about Mario. It's like PlayStation fans forgetting about God of War and what's his name? Nathan Drake. It's amazing how far Master Chief has fallen from the sky that nobody even talks about Halo anymore, and the horrible stuff that still 343 is still going under. Another guy, after 13 years, David Ellis is leaving 343, and where he's going to go next. Guy's been there for 13 years. Over 28,000 followers. Huge person of a 343. Gone. They're gutted. And season 4? Did anybody remember about season 4? Season 3 brought Forge. That was going to change the world, right? Anybody? Did it change anything? Forge came. They're making maps. It was going to change the content. Anybody? Anybody? Hello? Forge is here. Forge? Hello? Hello? Forge? You can change everything. Season 4 is coming. Season 4. Hello? Anybody? Yeah, that's right. Forge. Save the world. Save the cheerleader. Save the world. Save Halo with Forge. Season 4 is coming. And guess what it's called? They already leaked it. Infection. It took them 3 goddamn years to bring a mode that has been every Halo game since Halo 2. Infection. With a red sword. There's your announcements. There's your Halo 4 announcements. Halo Infinite Season 4. Dudes are leaving 343 yet again. And here's the rumored stuff or what they announced and the stuff. Here. Anybody care? Look. This is what they know. 3 maps. 2 weapons. A quantum translocator and a threat seeker. Oh, man, pause for that one. Look, a progression system. Infection. 100-tier battle pass. Season 3 had a free battle pass. Oh, it doesn't matter. Adding water and Forge. And they fixed the sniper rifle zoom, but no new vehicles. And they're adding career ranks to it. Anybody?
Wait, what is this? Halo what? Infinite?
This is Halo Infinite, Season 4, what they know. Have you heard any Xbox podcast talk about Halo ever?
No, because that crap is dead.
They don't talk about Halo.
I thought,
Season 4, seasonality is achieved. What happened? Why am I the only one talking about Halo 4? Halo Infinite.
Shoot.
Oh, because I know. This is what they're talking about. I'm sorry. This is more important.
Randolph Thor,
this
I
is
don't really
more
hear about
important.
any Xbox podcast playing games.
Frog, why would they talk about Halo, Frog? This is more important. Look, This is more important. Look, here we go. I found out what's more important. Here it is right here. Here it is. Look, they're streaming a 4K showcase at 60 frames.
Oh, juggling clown ball.
No movie trailers. No 12-month limit. Oh my, oh my. No full CGI trailers. In-game footage. In-engine footage. In-game footage with cinematics. No, temper your expectations. 1 hour, 30 minutes of Game Pass, and 30 minutes of Starfield. That's what's exciting. What a lineup. What a lineup. Cancel all my meetings. Stop all phone calls. Cancel the 3-ring circus. This is incredible news. What a lineup. What a lineup. No 12-month limit. Oh, did I forget something? Wasn't the 12 months ingenious? Wasn't it incredible last year? Wasn't it wonderful? Now it's a negative. I wonder why it's a negative. Why is it a negative? Because Microsoft made it a negative because they couldn't adhere to the 12 months that they promised. Hello? No 12-month limit. That's a positive now? It's a positive because Microsoft failed on their promise. They're the ones who dug their grave with 12-month promise and couldn't meet it. So now it's a positive. This is not another 12-month showcase, everybody. They did it to themselves. But don't talk about Halo. They're streaming in 4K 60. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That means every game. So I wonder, I guess, how are they going to show the games running on the Series S then? Anybody? I guess we're not going to see any Series S games out there, right? Series S. 4K 60. The Series X will be sweating bricks. This is what they hyping about. Dude, when we did our Sony showcase thing, we were talking about shit. They're going to fly Jim Ryan in. He's going to come down like goddamn. He's going to come swinging down like friggin', what's his name? Coming down like goddamn from the ceiling, friggin' WrestleMania. Like Shawn Michaels. We're going to have announcements like this. We're going to have this game and this game. They're like, look, no 12-month limit. No CGI. And all this stems from our good friend Greenberg Catering. So Greenberg Catering came out and did his tweets. All right. Here he is. So Xbox hype for everything. Here it is. Cheeto Gaming. Gameplay of announced titles, please, and CGI. So here it comes. Greenberg responds. He stepped away from his catering company and responded. None of our first-party games in the show are full CG trailers. Everything is either in-game footage, in-engine footage, or in-game footage with some cinematics. Each of our trailers will be labeled so it'll be clear for the future.
You just made the list.
Okay. So wow. So no CGI videos. Right. Okay. In-game footage, in-engine footage. Okay. So let's go down the line here. This is a positive, right? Shout out to Josh, yes, VIP Grinder. Until Microsoft can prove they can hit multiple dates, nothing they say should mean anything to anyone. It's just smoke up the butt. That's right. It's smoke. That's exactly what it is. That's why these are kind of empty promises, right? We're going to break it down. We'll break it down here. Let's see this one. I got this one. And where is it? Where is it? So, first off, grinders. In-game footage. First off, let's just think about what we think is gonna, what's gonna be. First off, everything that Microsoft had first party has been announced by a CG trailer already. Fable, Avowed, Outer Worlds 2, Perfect Dark, Hellblade, Forza was in engine assets, whatever the hell that was. Starfield has been shown. So think about their first lineup already. Everything has already been shown as a CGI. You can't do another CGI for Fable, another CGI for Contraband, because you already did that. CGI for Avowed, done already. It already did CGI. So it's naturally State of Decay 3, CGI. It was already been done. They already did their CGI announcements. You can't do another one. You already did your initial announcement with CGI. All your first-party games already have been announced with that. So naturally, they're first-party games. And I went down a list of games that they already have announced already. Those games won't be there. We'll get to our predictions in a little bit. But people are thinking they're going to show games that are 4 years out now because of the 12-year. No. You got to listen. You got to pull back. Like, you've never been duped before. Right? You haven't been duped. This is a very vague puff piece. All right? It sounds good as a spin, but people are taking it and thinking, no 12 years, no 12 months, in-game footage. Oh my God, we're going to see Perfect Dark and Fable. Hold the line, hold your ass. Because that shit's not happening. All right? Now, let's move on to in-engine footage. As I call this now, the 2023 version of CGI. And if you need to recall, we bring this at the Grindhouse. Back in time. Digital Foundry, tell us about some in-game footage that Aaron Greenberg is promising the Xbox fans. Let's talk about it. Here it is. In-engine footage. Tell us more about it, Digital Foundry.
Investigation. But to answer this question, the best place to really start is not even with the content of the trailer itself, but in its name. Conveniently, the trailer is labeled as quote-unquote in-engine in the video title on the Xbox YouTube channel. It's not an all too common thing to do, but it gives an important clue. The usage of the phrase in-engine tells us at least what it is not. The trailer for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is not like the announcement video for MotorStorm or Killzone 2, which were produced as offline pre-rendered target videos outside of the game engine. Such videos like Killzone 2's announcement trailer back in the day had the purpose of identifying key visual elements, styles, and even graphical effects that the production game engine would attempt to emulate or simulate at a real-time fidelity. But really, they are about capturing the feel for a game that's to be pitched and its art direction. The translation of that visual concept over to a real-time rendered game running on a game engine can actually change quite a lot. In-engine in this case will mean that it'll look closer to something like the real game. And concretely, it means here Unreal Engine 4 powering this demo. That same engine powering the original Senua's Sacrifice. An engine and development environment in which Ninja Theory has spent a lot of time and research and development in cooperation with Epic and 3 Lateral. And
that's wonderful. So let's go now to what he actually says about his conclusions of this in-engine footage of Hellblade.
24 FPS and sub 4K, that just seems really unrealistic to me. I have yet to read about perfectly invisible LOD transitions being a thing. As to the rest of the visual fidelity put forth in terms of lighting or effects, it is indeed a healthy step above that seen in the previous game and many games in the last generation. But we need much more footage before we start seeing what type of techniques we are looking at and how dynamic they may or may not be. Trailers and cinematics are even better smoke and mirror shows than games themselves. And if this trailer just ends up being a bit of pre-rendered smoke, what rendering aspects of it are actually attainable all the time in a real game still need to be proven. Basically, this trailer looks nice but says extremely little. That is a bit of a downer, but it is good to be skeptical, managing expectations regarding next gen. If anything, this trailer shows us that next gen assets are going to be authored to an incredible level of detail at least. But the level of dynamism and the perfection of that detail into the distance really needs to be demonstrated. And until that happens, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you are already of going into the distance, even given the constraints of 24 FPS and sub 4K, the show. But the level of the perfection of that geometric detail in terms of going into the distance, even given the constraints of 24 FPS and sub.
And who could forget this in-engine demonstration? From the day we arrived on the planet, from the sun stepped out in the sun, with the sun rolling high on a sapphire sky, the endless march in the world. It's the circle of bullshit, and it fooled us all. It was Halo Infinite bullshit. The circle of bullshit. Yes, remember this in-engine demonstration film? That's bullshit. Aaron Greenberg blew it out the ass. Them Halo trees looking damn good in this trailer. What happened? What are we doing here? Those Halo trees. Hey. In-engine demonstrations of asses and where the hell they're doing here. There was another one. Where was this one? Remember this one. So people hyping up this in-engine, hold your roll and shut your mouth. Until you have a game, like Phil Spencer said, in your hands. And remember Phil's wise words. Remember, everybody, before you go and hype up this goddamn showcase, what did Phil just tell you a few weeks ago?
Our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true. Just focused more on great games on our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't. I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. Our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of most people.
Would you ship that? What you just played?
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
End of the line.
Shh. Did we forget what he said? Oh, he was just giving us a ruse. Just a ruse. I wouldn't be signing for no game showcase without saying that shit. Saying that shit. Hurts of a loser. Like, he was just messing around. Come on. Wait, where's this one? This was another one. Remember this, because this happened. Here's another one. In-engine versus gameplay. Let's see it, guys. Oh, here we go. 2021 Bootleg Joel. There's Bootleg Joel. Look at the in-engine versus the actual game. Chief laying there horizontal. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, this was it right here. Look. Here's the in-engine. Here's in-engine Bootleg Joel. And here's the real Bootleg Joel. Here's Bootleg Joel in 2019. And here he is. The bootlegs. You can't get any closer to Bootleg Joel from that. Look how much more of a movie it looked like. See how they do that? Like, look how much more of like a movie that looked like. Like, it looked like very cinematic. The lighting and stuff. And then you look at how harsh it is in the game. Oh my God, got bad. Oh, this is the 21 demo. Wait, where was the in-engine one? Holy shit, wait a second. There was one where they showed it in engine. No, wait. Where was the one where they had in engine? Because they said that was fake, right? Frog, didn't they say it was fake? Not the one with the other one. Wait, where was the other one? Where was it? They did a CGI. It was a CGI or something. They said it wasn't real when they were talking about Halo. Where the hell is it? Was this the one? That was showing the improvement from the Craig demo. But there was one before that where they showed the CGI. Oh, damn, where the hell was it? Because they said that was a lie. Oh, no, it was a 2018 announcement. It was them crashing on the planet. Oh, damn, where was it? Was it this one? The 2019 one. Yep, this is it. Oh, no, this was their cinematic trailer. Never mind. This is their cinematic trailer. Wait, was this it? Oh. Hold on, I'm trying to find this thing. Where is it? But you get the point. You get the point of in-engine is technically, they defined it right there. In-engine is basically CGI, but just running closer to what the game could look like. So anyway, people hyped up for in-engine stuff. They could still rouge it. It's not actual gameplay. So take a chill pill for that one. On that one there. But this one was all smoke and mirrors, in-engine, trash on that one. So you know in-engine could be a lot of games. The 12 months is another thing, right? They came up with the 12 months. And they decided to do that. And if you remember, last year, the 12 months was an excuse why they didn't show anything upcoming. The far out future. Well, that's the reason why Perfect Dark and Fable weren't there, because they're not coming out in the next 12 months. Everybody used that 12 months as a crutch on last year's show. This year, 12 months isn't a crutch anymore. Now, if it's not there, it's not there. So, let's go into our predictions into the thing. First, we're going to go to Frog. What do you think is going to be there at this show?
Sony,
Microsoft Showcase.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves DLC. Oh, damn. We'll start low.
Gonna show some Sea of Thieves. I'm just gonna start in the low end. They showed it like every time, so why not? Why stop now?
Well, Greenberg did tell you right here, Frog. There's no plans to tease, to temper, or spoil anything. So all those Fable people, I think you better hold off on that Fable thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm hoping they show me things that
they need to. Not hope. They need to. They owe us this, because it has been dire over these. It's been excuses upon excuses. They have an hour and a half of this showcase, then 30 minutes of Starfield to break that whole game down, if that's the way it's going.
Yeah, am I looking forward to what they're going to show? Hell yeah. It's gaming. Like, I want them to say to me, like, hey, look at this. And I'm excited. I want that to happen. I want that moment. That feels good when you're gaming and you actually get those moments.
This is what Aaron Greenberg told you, Frog. He says
it's not even about the console bullshit. It's just like, damn, the fact that you could show me something I really, really want.
So you think, but you just said Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna get me. But I'm just saying, I think they're gonna show Sea of Thieves because they showed it every single time. It seems like they've always talked about Sea of Thieves some way, somehow. They always talk about Thieves. I don't know if you noticed that. They always talk about Sea of Thieves some way, somehow.
I think there's gonna So what about from that for other games?
So if we're talking about other games,
like we know Starfield. So Starfield's on show. We know that.
I think that we see something about what is it called? What's the game? I can't even remember their name of their damn games. What's the one with the girl? The one I beat on PlayStation.
Hellblade.
They own them. Hellblade. I think we see
Hellblade 2.
Hellblade.
I agree. I think Hellblade 2 is going to be there. I think that's going to be the in-game with cutscenes that he's referring to.
Yeah, I think we finally see what that is. Hopefully it's good. Am I excited to play it? I don't know. We'll see what happens when it's out. Maybe I should temper my expectations.
No, don't. He says no.
But I'm trying not to. I'm trying to go in this thing swinging.
Listen.
I really am.
Anything else?
Xbox is very hard to predict because outside of Halo, Gears, Forza, and freaking, it's like, what do you? I don't have any expectation. I'm just gonna be honest. I have no expectation for. I have no expectation.
So you think Hellblade and Sea of Thieves?
I think, Hellblade. Oh, Forza. I think we definitely see Forza. We definitely see whatever Forza's doing. We see what that is. Outside of that, man, it's hard to really be like, hey, we're gonna see this. We're gonna see Xbox. Maybe as far as new IPs, I don't know, man. Here's hoping. I'm hoping that we see something that really just blows us away, but I don't think that's gonna happen. After Phil Spencer said what he said, I think he's right. I think you see 6, games that are going to score 6 to 8. I don't know how excited I can get about that.
All right.
Phil Spencer said it, not me.
I gotcha. Well, no, what's interesting is that people are taking this as really great, like as this.
Like I said, I wish them the best. I'm gonna watch it because I'm a fan of gaming. Hopefully they come out and they're like, "Hey, look, we got to show you." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you guys finally did it. You guys showed us something worth having a freaking Xbox for." And not just that, maybe even Game Pass.
But listen how optimistic Frog this is. Like, so he goes, no plans. Like, this is where this is the okie dokie stuff, and this is where I think already Aaron Greenberg has said too much already. I think he said too much about the CGI and in-game and all this. I think you should have. Don't even say anything. And what they're trying to do is what people are doing are trying to make this like, oh, well, you're not going to, no movie trailers. Oh, because that's what Sony did in their showcase. And people, he's addressing that
funny.
stuff.
I think that's a really funny thing to say.
Well, it was stupid that they did it anyway. But
Yeah,
what movie trailer would you think would be in an Xbox show? Really? They don't have anybody. They're not making any movies. So why would you even expect that to be in there to ask that question? It's just a jab.
Weird.
Obviously, you're not going to have them. You're not making
it's a jab. It's a funny jab. It's funny.
And then tell me about Halo. You're going to do a Halo Infinite promo with Paramount Plus because that did such great. Like, you're going to roll that into the show. No.
They did such a
Are you going to show a controller? Because I would say no controllers at the show. That's what I would say.
We know they're showing a controller.
No goddamn Xbox.
We know they're showing a controller.
This is the kind of bullshit Microsoft will do. They'll be like, hey, no movie trailers in the show, but we'll announce a new Xbox refrigerator coming out. Like, like that's the kind of shit that they do. And that's what I mean. They pull the okie dokie. But this, because just read this. Ready? No plans to tease, temper, or spoil. Love seeing the wild expectations. My advice is to come in open-minded and enjoy the ride.
I don't know.
That don't sound like Blockbuster.
I don't.
And nobody's picking up on that, Frog. Everybody's like, oh, no tempering expectations. Woohoo! No, dude. Read the line. My advice is to come in open-minded. What does that mean?
That sounds like we're going to show you a whole bunch of stuff that could have came to cell phones.
Yeah, you bet your goddamn ass that's what that sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Come in open-minded. Are you going to show me some Game Pass bullshit, give it a chance stuff? That's what you're going to do?
Know they are.
Open-minded? Come in open-minded and enjoy the ride. Oh, Jesus. That when you say come in open-minded, I know exactly. You're talking about a bunch of Game Pass, give it a chance stuff. That means like, hey, guys, yeah, this is maybe not for you, but just be open-minded. It may be for little Timmy out there. Timmy might want to play this on the cloud, so be mindful of that. This may not be for you. Exactly. Coming open-minded. Like, people forget that one.
Where's the lamb sauce?
There it is. A Master Cheeks trailer. Yeah, because I can't wait to show that one. Open-minded. See, everybody's like, oh, Aaron Greenberg said, don't temper your expectations. We could go wild. Dude, read the room, dude. Read the room. First off, everything they've shown from their first party has already been shown as CGI. So obviously, there will not be CGI for the games because they are owed us gameplay for the last 3 years. They owe us gameplay, dude. That's what we've been asking for. So thank God it's not CGI, but you wouldn't expect a CGI trailer for Fable again? Or CGI trailer for Perfect Dark again?
No. I don't think
they're just not going to be there. The games that they would need to show CGIs are just not going to be there.
I don't think we see Fable either.
No, I don't think we're seeing Fable. No, I don't think we're seeing Fable. I think we're my predictions, like open-minded. I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to see Hellblade 2. That's the in-game cinematic stuff. You're going to see Forza gameplay, Forza Motorsport with the release date.
I agree.
You're going to see Avowed with in-engine. You're going to see Avowed in-engine assets for Avowed because they showed CGI. I think Avowed is going to be in-engine. And I think you're going to see and that's it. I think it's Avowed, Hellblade, and you may see in-engine with State of Decay 3, but I doubt it. I think that's a reach. I think it's the Hellblade.
I think State of Decay 3 is in development hell.
I'm telling you, it's going to be Hellblade 2, Forza, Avowed, and Starfield. That's their first party. I don't think you're seeing Fable. I don't think you're seeing Perfect Dark. You're not seeing Outer Worlds 2. I don't think you're seeing you may see State of Decay 3. I doubt it. That might be an engine. I don't think you're going to see you may see Indiana Jones if they're going to call that first party. I don't know what's coming from Bethesda. Bethesda may have another game here and there, make a Wolfenstein or something like that. Maybe that's one of their new announcements. I think that's where their new announcements is coming from. Or you might see an in-engine with Compulsion Games, who's due for a game because they haven't announced anything since they have released their last game in 2018. So Compulsion Games might be ready to show their game in-engine. So you may get a Compulsion game because they said something new. Compulsion, but you're definitely getting Hellblade, Avowed, and Forza. That's going to be at the show, and then Starfield. Because that's the next row. It's going to be Starfield coming out, Hellblade after. There's going to be Starfield, Forza, Hellblade, and Avowed. That's going to be your next year and kind of in that stuff. Now, Avowed has to look good, and we got to see what that is. But again, they showed us in-engine stuff with Redfall. People loved it in May. I showed that on Friday. In March, Redfall was a potential game of the year, they said, from what they played and what they were shown. How quick that table have turned. So I don't trust anything that they got until we're playing it. Do you think Fable Anniversary? Josh asked, well, and actually, let's go to the grinders. Let's see what the grinders said. I put the question out early to the VIPs, and if you want to be a VIP, hit that join button. We had a couple of gifts given out. True Virgil staying right there. Oh, one before I get into that thing, just a final analysis here. If you recall this, for Aaron Greenberg, if you recall this tweet that Greenberg had just in 2020, his response to this, people were pissed because they said, we'll be giving you a first look at next-gen gameplay trailers and sneak peeks, and they didn't. And look what Greenberg said here. Had we not said anything and just showed the May Inside Xbox show like we did last month, I suspect reactions might have been different. Clearly, we set some wrong expectations, and that's on us. I appreciate all the feedback, and we'll learn as a team. Always I'm sorry. But had we not said anything. So there he is. He's not teasing. He's not talking about, he's just like, hey, you're just going to see. He's being very vague with his stuff. Drinking margaritas, baby. But yeah. Again, we're sorry. Again, we'll do better. We will learn.
Oh, no! We suck again!
It's raw, Melissa!
Yes, Chef.
It's raw, come on!
Yes,
So
Chef.
let's go to the Grindhouse. The VIP grinders in the balcony partying with Mr. Herman Holtz. Let's hear what they got to say about this. Where are the VIPs? Let's see their predictions. Let's refresh this. We asked the VIP grinders what they thought was going to be at the show. Let's see what they said. T-Bone. The sentiment coming out of their showcase is going to be more positive than the PS show no matter what. Even they don't show anything on par with Spider-Man 2, which they won't. They won't. But they won't show a movie trailer and people will give them a W. All right? Because Sony showed a movie trailer. People will find their W's in this thing. But the problem is that Microsoft's been taking L's for so long. They're so down that they owe a show of gameplay. That's what we've been asking for. But they're still not going to have anything at the level of a Spider-Man. So even at Sony's worst, it's still not Microsoft's best. Microsoft still has to get there. Phil was talking about how he sucks just a month ago. And I think Hellblade 2 has the possibility to at least be a wow moment. If they show some incredible gameplay. But again, is it going to be the same Hellblade 1 or is it going to be on rails or is it going to be something like new? Because I want to see somebody come out and go, "Oh, it looks like Hellblade DLC." Who's ready for that one? You know? Oh, it looks like Hellblade DLC. Ooh, you're being messy. The Unknown VIP Grinder says that my predictions are 3 Game Pass ads and 7 play it day one on Xbox Game Pass.
Where's the lamb sauce?
I think so. I think it's going to be a lot of play it day one on Game Pass. That's the whole reason why this thing is going to exist. It is a Game Pass show. It's telling you what's coming to Game Pass. They'll have the chart coming day one on Game Pass. That's why there's going to be a lot of AA and indie games in there to fill out that day one on Game Pass, because the big ones are not going to get there. And I really don't think they're going to put a big one in there, because they haven't in a couple of years. They haven't been going that kind of route. You'll get a second-party game here and there. But, they're not going on this show saying Mortal Kombat coming day one to Game Pass. That's what you need to do. That would be some announcement, right? Imagine that.
It'd be interesting, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Nah, it won't. But that'd be crazy, though.
I think we get a lot of games shown, but it's a lot of shit that we're not even interested in.
I gotta like all these, because these are the VIPs.
Everything is coming to Game Pass. I think we get some big third-party announcements.
Well, here we go. Stephen J. VIP says, I predict a big PC showing, since this is the only way they can grow Game Pass, with console growth stalling. That is a true VIP grinder, because he listens to the Phil's quotes about how Game Pass is not growing on PC, and he's right. He listens to it. He says it.
Let's talk about Game Pass a little bit more, since that's
VIP
a
grinder.
big bet for Microsoft. How many subscribers do we have now? And it does seem like a really good deal for the consumer, but what about the Microsoft investor? How is this a moneymaker for Microsoft?
Our last public number was 25 million subscribers that we've talked about.
We get an update?
Not right here, but...
Anyway, 101, it says the Fable collection. 10 minutes of Forza Motorsport. He agrees with Frogs and says Sea of Thieves will be there in some capacity. Loads of indies that look super samey. A Redfall update. That's a good one, Wana. Avowed, Perfect Dark, Fable new gameplay, but no dates. Wow, that's pretty much there.
Redfall update?
I think so. Crap. I think that might be right. The update to Redfall, because they do have that way. And what's funny is that I haven't heard one tweet anybody asking where that 60 frames per second update is. Anybody? Did anybody ask what? Did you see anybody asking for that 60 frames per second update for Redfall?
Nobody cares.
Any podcast? Any Bleed Greens? Anything like that? Anybody asking for that? It was a big topic. Everybody was all worried about the 30 frames for a shooter and, upset and said, I'm going to play it when it's 60 frames, they said.
Yeah, right.
Anybody? McFly, anybody? Anybody asking where that... I haven't heard anybody ask where that 60... Oh,
God.
Get him! Grindhounds! I'll play it when it's 60 frames, they said. Oh. Yo, what's up, Salty? Sergeant says, world premiere. Redfall targeting 60 frames per second patch. Launching this summer. Anybody, right? I'll play it when it's 60. Oh, okay. That's a good one, Juan. I like that one. Johnny Coughlin says, I predict it will be a good show. I mean, by now, it has to be, right? But bots will care about making ponies cry. Shit! I tell you.
I hope it's a great show.
On Twitter.
I want it to be a good show.
Then the games.
I wanted to put the fear, and I don't think it will, but I wanted to put fear in competition's mind. Maybe if they show stuff that's like really freaking good, absolutely good, that we can say, damn, maybe they have a chance. I don't know. We'll
Saying
see.
there's a chance. He says they'll say everything is a Game of the Year contender, literally better than anything on PlayStation, free on Game Pass. Exactly. It's not going to be about the games they show. It's going to be about what happened to their Game of the Year? What happened to their Game of the Year already? Hi-Fi Rush. Where is that? Maniola's just coming with the things. I'll give a prediction. It's a consistent, huge L. Oh, my. Sergeant goes, my honest is Xbox Showcase prediction, around 40 minutes of it, updates on 2 of these games. Sea of Thieves, Grounded, that's a good one there. Halo, Minecraft, or Elder Scrolls Online. Oh, shit. I think Elder Scrolls, you're right. Halo, I think they already teased their Season 4. That's right. That's right, Kratos. Get ready. I want you grinders out there going, Hellblade 2 looks like DLC. It looks like DLC. I want to see them all get their ass puckered up. Wait, just like they'll say, well, Spider-Man looks like Spider-Man. DLC. God of War's DLC. Yeah. Let's see Hellblade look like DLC. Oh, shit. I hope not. That's the only game I care about is really Hellblade. But I think Elder Scrolls update, definitely. Sea of Thieves, Frog already has a Sea of Thieves. I think it's a toss-up. I think both of them will probably be there as updates because they have to do their service-based updates there. DLC for Flight Sim. Oh, damn. You mean that game of the year? Forza, Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, yeah, the Hi-Fi Rush DLC. That's another good one, Sergeant. I like that one. Fodder and Multiplats. Indies, Game Pass ads. No console required B-roll footage. Dude, I think Sergeant has the leak. I think, Sergeant, you got the leak right here. He goes, unexpected, unlikely. Fable, Perfect Dark, Contraband, Everwild. I think we're going to see in-assets for Contraband. That might be another one to show up. Everwild, I don't know. But you heard about that latest rumor with Everwild? It's going to be more of a Viva Pinata game? That's the rumor saying. It wasn't Mr. Henderson. It was somebody else. State of K3, Overdose, Kojima's game. Oh, damn, remember Kojima's game? He's not ready to show that. I don't think Kojima's showing that cloud stuff. He's touring around Death Stranding too.
Nah, I don't even think that's on a ticket. Nope.
One more thing, he says Project Dragon with IO Interactive. Man, I think Sergeant. So let's see. I think Sergeant gets the win right here. I think that is a real good prediction right there. I think we're gonna come back and revisit the Sergeant's one. More dead. Dante Merlo says more devs leaving announcement. We already had one at 3.3. Sam C, final grind of the year goes, I actually think this show's going to be good. There's a sense of impending irony that's about to ensue simply because this PS show is mid. And I agree. And that's so frustrating because Sony probably could have destroyed them with the stomp out. And Sony just kind of let them live for another day. Hey, you know what? They could have unveiled that first-party outing and just kind of with gameplay and just do all that again. Maybe it's not ready and stuff. There's Sergeant right there. Sergeant gets the... Sergeant, I think that's the closest prediction right there, Sergeant. Give a thumbs up to Sergeant for that one. But yeah, like, I really think that, Sony did leave it open. If you want to do this battle of the... See, this is the thing. If you want to do these battle of the showcase things or this, like... Yes, Sony left them an opportunity to have a better show than Sony, because PlayStation didn't have a great show. They had a good showing of Spider-Man and some interesting things there. We know what they have coming, but it's totally like it's a different level than what Microsoft is at. Xbox really has to show a lot of their games because they haven't. And guess what? They haven't released their games. It's not like Sony, who was actually like, oh yeah, well, we didn't show you PS2, but hey, you already played Horizon and their DLC and God of War, and then you played all this, like you played these games, you played Ratchet, you played her. They've been releasing games over the last couple of years, well, beyond that. So they've been releasing games and showing new ones and releasing those, and have announced games like Silent Hill 2 exclusive, Final Fantasy 16, like you got, and Spider-Man, like those two alone coming out this year, it'd be crazy. That's if I play that jaw-dropping Horizon DLC, which, Frog, you got to finish that. That's incredible. That's something you got to play. You want to get something excited after to wash your mind of Diablo. You got to go play that Horizon DLC, and then come back and say, "Welcome to this generation." But like those games alone, like again, they're a different class. Yes, their showcase was mid, knowing what they possibly could show, because they haven't. It was upsetting. It was a missed opportunity, and yes. But overall, Xbox owes it because they've been dragging their feet into the mud for the last half decade. That's the problem. If they go out there and show a bunch of hokey dokey Game Pass coming to day one, open your mind bullshit, and oh yeah, and here's some of Avowed and Hellblade, it's like, okay, well, it was better, but you can't. Like, what is this? And having an open mind doesn't really scream banger to me. And that's why I said, I think Greenberg already talked too much. And I think, but the thing here we go. Here's another disclaimer here. Listen, if they're excited, They want to be excited for it. This is their time. This is Xbox Fan Fest. Be excited. You know, people were excited for PlayStation stuff. They were shaking in their boots. And Xbox guys got a whiff of a breath of air when Sony was like, we're not gonna show this much stuff. And they're like, oh, because I saw people before that Sony showcase going, stop making this about Xbox. Just let us be. Did you remember seeing that stuff? They're like, please. Like before the showcase, everybody's like, Sony's gonna kill it. This is crazy. And then the Xbox guys are like, please stop making this about Xbox. Why does it always have to be about us? Just enjoy the show. Leave us alone. Please, please. Oh, what? And then Sony didn't have a good showcase, and they're like, Sony sucks. After they said, leave us alone. It's comedy, dude, on Twitter.
I mean, I'd love, like I said, I want good shows. I want stuff that I know that I want to play.
Yeah, get me excited about the games, man. Hellblade, I want to see that.
But there's a point that I also know that I may not get what I asked for, and that's okay, as long as I guess you could say at the end of the day, what I want doesn't come at the cost of me losing what I love, you know, in the games that I love.
Yeah,
I think there's a big point. There's a lot of people who don't realize there's a lot of stuff they probably want, but they just, you know, we're so stuck in certain ways. And I want better.
You know what's interesting, Frog, is like I think too, in seeing these games now, I think we're gonna see this first party Game Pass effect. I think I think now that we're gonna see this round of Xbox showcase their first party, now that they have these studios working these games, like I want to see what the Game Pass effect is. Like, are these games going to be kind of shorter experiences but better looking? I don't know, but I'm really interested in to see like how if Game Pass has had effect on these games at all. And they may not reveal it in the initial trailer, but like as details come about, it's like, oh yeah, this is only a 5-hour experience. This is only, Avowed is really, a 10-hour game with a bunch of side missions. Like it's not Fallout 4 Avowed. Because remember, Outer Worlds was a smaller game than Fallout, wasn't it? It wasn't like it was a smaller scoped game. Outer Worlds 2 is probably going to be the same thing. Who knows? Maybe Avowed is because like you got to think about it. If you're looking at Obsidian, which I think is one of their better studios, like I think their two best studios are Obsidian and Ninja Theory. Those are my two ones that I'm excited about anymore for Xbox. Like, Forza's been Forza. I've been playing Forza forever. Like, I need to see something new in there. Like, I think they're a quality studio, but I just don't think, like, they just don't bring any new stuff coming to it. But I do think that...
I agree with you. I agree.
I think that Obsidian was their best one of their best gets, and I think Ninja Theory is probably their next one with their technology and what the quality that they could do. Bleeding Ass, again, who knows? Under Microsoft, who knows what people show up? People were saying the same thing about Arcane don't miss. They missed, and they missed, and they left the stadium with Redfall.
They missed.
You know what I mean?
Big time.
So, I just don't, like, I think I'm excited about Hellblade because I want to play more Hellblade, but I'm really interested to see if Game Pass is going to have an effect on these things, and it has effect. It has effect on the showcase, right? Everything that they show now has been kind of like, has to be some sort of relation to Game Pass. It's very rare that they announce a third-party game that's just coming to Xbox. Hell, exclusively, So, I don't know. Like, I really think that it's definitely, they owe us gameplay. Like, it's not like, oh, they're going to beat Sony because they're going to show. Yes, they're going to show gameplay, but they're owing us gameplay. And also, too, let's not forget that Sony showed a bunch of CGI trailers. No. Sony showed a shit ton of Spider-Man. Like, that was a lot of gameplay of Spider-Man. And they showed some gameplay of games that I really don't care about. But I think with their first party that's where they lacked the gameplay. With Jade Raymond's game, again, that game and Contraband, or whatever the hell it is, Concord or whatever. I think those were just CGI announcements. But you got to remember, Xbox has been doing that. Perfect Dark was a CGI announcement. Fable, State of Decay 3. Remember the girl walking in the snow? That was CGI. Hellblade's been all CGI and whatever that in-game assets, an engine and stuff like that. So, like, Microsoft already announced everything in CGI, so they owe us gameplay. So that shouldn't be a surprise unless they announce something out of the blue. But again, I think those games are just not going to be there. Like, if Perfect Dark doesn't have gameplay, it's just not going to be there. So that whole 12-month thing, I think, is
if it's not there, that's it.
It's just not going to be there. Because last year they said the reason why those games weren't there was because it was a 12-month window. They use that as an excuse. Well, I don't think they're going to show these games if they're not going to show CGI. Maybe they show in-game assets for Fable. It'll be interesting. But they need to start showing these games, dude. I don't know. But Phil said the games don't matter, right? So
I don't think they show them until they're close to launch. I think that's
why I think you're going to... He said it in that show. I think you're going to see Avowed, Hellblade, and he's been talking about State of Decay, so you may see something about State of Decay 3.
Ooh.
But I think because he mentioned that, oh yeah, I've seen State of Decay or some shit like that.
I've heard people say that game was just in development hell. But
they're all in development hell, so that's why it's a crapshoot as to what they're going to show. But I think you're definitely going to see Hellblade.
It comes out and we're like, okay, this is okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he said he saw the next few quarters.
I have no freaking love or ambition for State of Decay. I think both those games are horrible.
Yeah, they're janky though. Like
they're really bad games. I don't think games at all. But
they are janky.
Each his own.
We'll
Some people might love those games. I don't see games being good.
But I think I do think that that roadmap is going to be there. You're going to get a Forza release date. You're going to get a Hellblade window, like 2024, spring of 2024, and Avowed, Hellblade will be like winter of 2024, and then Avowed will get probably gameplay at the Game Awards, and that will come out like probably around this time next year. And that's kind of their cadence to releasing a game a quarter or whatever like that. I think something along those lines. But again, given their track record, hell, everything they announced last year got delayed. Even got delayed more. They said that Starfield was going to be in the first 12 months. Got pushed out of the 12 months. Redfall was supposed to January. People expected Redfall in March. It wound up coming out in May or April. In May, yeah. Well, April. What the hell it came out? So, I think they owe us gameplay.
I guess my whole thing is when I'm looking at it, maybe they show us stuff that, and like I said, I personally think anything they show us is going to be close to launch. Like, it's gonna be ready to go. I think it's definitely going to be ready to go.
Josh, I
don't think they show us anything that's like, I don't know if it's coming out. Nah, everything they show us is going to be very close to launch, I believe.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, we'll be definitely doing a reaction. I don't know if we're going to do a live stream of it. It is on Sunday. Oh, Sunday. Let's see. It is Sunday. I got to see when the show is. Or I might just cover it on Monday. Or I might do a brief recap on Sunday and then the show on Monday.
The show is... so the Xbox show...
Xbox show's on Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday. Coming up. It's a Sunday afternoon.
And Jeff Keighley's show is when?
Thursday.
Huh.
And then Capcom is the day after on Monday.
Odd.
I don't know, Dave Rock. Like, the thing is like, Microsoft has had a bad rap when showing gameplay. They do not show games well. That was one thing that Sony really does well. They let the gameplay, like in that Spider-Man stuff, and same thing with Horizon, with God of War, they let the game kind of demonstrate the features and stuff like that. Microsoft does a lot of talking over games, or they just don't show very good pieces of them. So it'll be interesting to see if they have improved on that, because they have not done a great job of showing games at all. When it comes to show games, it's always just, oh, well, sorry, we'll do better. It's an early demo and all that other, it's early build and all that other stuff. So we will see. What they do. I'm going in open-minded, because again, you can't have low expectations than what they have done already.
I want to have very, very realistic expectations, because I think I went into the PlayStation show with very unrealistic. So hopefully this show surprises me, and they give me things that I didn't know I wanted. Number one, and I'm excited about. I really feel at this point, more or less, I'm done with Xbox, and I think they have. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Starfield and maybe some other things are the only thing that really even gets me talking about me gaming there again. As at this point, I feel like I don't know what they could do to
The
really
Frog,
pull
that's
me,
what Phil
me
said.
as a gamer. I don't know what they can do.
That
to pull me
show
back in as a
is
gamer.
not going. That show is not. Their job is not to sell you an Xbox anymore. It's just to keep their subscribers sustained. That's all they're doing now. Like their job is not to sell you an Xbox. Like Phil said, like they're not there selling Xboxes. Like this is not going to be go buy an Xbox immediately. It's just going to be and when people say 2 hours and Dante was saying 2 hours and all that, I'm like, dude, we were all hyped up that Sony had an hour of a show and we're like, shit, it didn't need to be an hour.
Like whatever. Yeah.
You were like, Sony's an hour of a showcase.
30 minutes.
Dude,
Yeah.
All we wanted to see was a Spider-Man trailer. That was about it. Like, so, like, the time, the length of it means that there's going to be a lot of just, it's 2 hours of 2 showcases. Like, it's, who knows? Probably by the end of that show, you're going to be like, give me that Starfield Direct because that show was horrible. Who knows? Or that show might be so great and then the Starfield Direct is all talking and boring stuff. I don't know. Or will they show Starfield gameplay in the show and then do the Direct, like the developer recap after? Going over the gameplay that they show. They might do that. They might show. See, people thinking like Starfield's not going to be part of this showcase. Starfield might be part of Xbox's showcase, and then the Starfield Direct goes into describing what is the gameplay that you saw. That could make a sense because like then you could use because you got to think about it. Like maybe tune in for that show, but not tune in for the showcase. Microsoft could probably be like, hey, they're going to show like a 3-minute like in-game thing of Starfield. And then after the Direct, we'll kind of break down like, well, as you saw in the gameplay, we'll be doing like, exactly. It's going to be like that. Who knows? But it's a lot. And that's a long time. Be open-minded. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, when somebody says keep an open mind, that means that there's going to be a lot of stuff not for us. That's what I think. That's what. Then when somebody's like keep an open mind, like I think it's like, there's gonna be things in there that are not for us, but it's for the Game Pass subscribers. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's always that chance they could say, hey, they just suck, they don't do it, and they come out and knock out of the park. And just to be honest, like as a last point here, to be honest, like 2 years ago, I gave them a real high. Like I thought their showcase 7 it was like in 2020. I thought their showcase was really good. I think I gave like an 8 or like a 7, an 8 or something. And the reason why I gave it so high was because they did such a great job showing Forza Horizon 5. Like they broke it down. It looked incredible. And I said that's what they need to do with all their games. They need to kind of have that level of presentation and confidence in their showcases to kind of show their first-party games like that. And that's why I said that show was really good because they ended it on a really strong demo of Forza Horizon. Whether it was the same thing, that was the one disappointing thing, but I gave them a good showcase on that one because they really broke the mold in not kind of talking about games, showing CGI, but they actually, really broke down the game, showed gameplay like confidence, showed some races, showed the environments, and they did a good job with the presentation of that in the showcase. Getting somebody excited to play Horizon, Forza Horizon. And they haven't done that with any of their games besides Forza. So I'm assuming they're probably going to do this with this Forza, but these racetrack ones are kind of boring. They're not as exciting as the Horizon ones. But they had a good showcase that year. And also they show a little bit of Halo multiplayer, like clips and stuff. But that was about it. Last year's show I didn't think was that great at all. And I thought 2 years ago they had a okay show. But again, they need that confidence to show these games, and that's where they don't have the confidence that Sony has with their games. So we will see what they do in this show, and I think it is going to be a lot of Game Pass stuff. And Avowed, who knows? Like again, like I don't know. I really don't know. And also too, you got to think coming off the heels of Redfall, the confidence and reliability of what Microsoft shows and what you play, it's not there. Like, see, when you saw that Spider-Man game, you could imagine, oh, yeah, I played that. I could do that. That's real. But when Microsoft shows the game, we're seeing right now, like, is it going to be 60 frames? Is there going to be a performance mode in Hellblade? Is Hellblade going to pull up at 60 frames? Now all these questions come up.
Well, here's what I'm going to say.
Is Hellblade going to be 60?
My honest opinion is, with them having the Series S, I think they're going to have modes and everything. They have no choice. I don't believe they build everything for Series X and they say 60, and then everything for Series S and they say 30. I think they have to build it with the 60-30 in mind. And the reason is because they have a Series S. I think they hurt themselves by having a Series S.
Oh yeah.
I think that's another reason that a lot of developers are like, there's no reason for us to put games in Game Pass. Not because you won't give us good money, because we don't want to make games for Series S. And I honestly think that there's a possibility. There's a lot of games that could have came to Xbox if the Series S didn't exist, and it would have been multi-plat. But I think that PlayStation just said, "Hey, we have a PS5 with a disc, and we have a digital, and we have one with a disc. You make
and we don't need to be in Game Pass,
and you don't and you don't have to make a decision whether it's in a subscription, and you don't have to make a decision of power. You don't have to compromise anything when you buy an Xbox." And you're playing a game, especially first-party games, you're compromised.
That's a good point. And you know what? I think that's going to be something that I'm going to add to my predictions. I think we're going to see in that Jeff Keighley showcase, I think we're going to see a lot of games for PC and PS5 and skip an Xbox.
Yeah.
For those reasons. For the Game Pass push. For the Game Pass. And I think there's going to be a lot of questions there. And it's not going to be Sony buying exclusives. I just think by naturally, you're right.
And yeah, because
I think there's going to be a lot of games skipping Xbox.
It's not the fact that the series, it's not the fact that the Series X can't handle a Final Fantasy game.
They just don't want to deal with it.
They would have to make it on a Series. Here's the thing, Jez. They would have to make that game on Series S2, and at that point, they might as well put it on PS4 and PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
If they're going to put it on a Series S, you might as well put it on a freaking Xbox.
We even saw that the One X, actual One X ran the game better than But Frog, didn't you see that the One X actually ran the game better than the friggin' Series S?
Dude, the Xbox One X is running stuff way better than the Series S. Microsoft's biggest FU to the gaming industry is the Xbox Series S. That's their biggest. That thing
and the push for Game Pass.
Let me tell you, that thing is gonna hurt them because developers are just gonna say, well, we got to make it for both, And I also think that the other thing is, and people can bullshit themselves if they want to. If I was a developer and I'm like, I'm developing for this generation and I already got a PS5 SKU, I don't want to develop for the. But Microsoft, you are the guys who said, hey, here's our clause. You develop it on X, it has to be on S. Yeah. Well, guess what? We just won't put a game out on your console. Especially if we have an ambitious project, there's no reason to put that game on your console because I'm not trying to go back and put it. If I don't want to put it on the Xbox One, why would I put it on the Series S?
Yeah.
People need to stop with this power. I think the console is really great. We know what it is. And the bottom line is Microsoft made a mistake, admit the mistake, but they won't. But the thing is just that you know why that S is going to stay there? Because basically all those people who went going to go get Christmas presents and stocking stuffers for little Timmy, they don't know any better.
Yeah.
They're going to see $299, $249, and they think they're going to be like, oh, it's Xbox's new console, and they're just going to go buy it for little Timmy, not realizing all it is an Xbox One.
I know.
It technically is. Most of their games on the Xbox One X run better than that. So I don't get what people are doing here. I don't get what we're doing here when people are like, hey, it's not that bad. No, it's bad.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that bad, for all those people that say it's not that bad, all those Xbox people who say it's not that bad, don't buy a Series X. Go buy a Series S and play that for the whole generation and tell me it's not that bad. They have Series X's, but they're the ones talking about the side of their necks talking about it's not that bad. The only one that says it's not that bad for freaking fanboy crap.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go again. I beat the Diablo game, and here we go again. The game crashed, and I can't get back into the server. See, this is the problem I'm having with this game. Yeah, this is why I say there's a lot of good, but there's a lot of bad with this game, and I don't hear how they don't see they have to hear the people talk about how much they want to play this game. Dude, they got your money, but they got to hear the feedback. Like, you guys I paid for this and the first season, and guess what? I didn't even pay to skip the seasons. I'm going to do the season myself, but your game, I'm playing it. I'm sitting here. I beat the game. I'm getting ready to go to the next mission. My game freezes. I get back in there. Now I've been at a 1 minute login for queue, and this is a constant thing with this game. You know what it probably is? They're going to say, well, it comes out at midnight tonight, so we're updating servers. Look, that's your problem. It's not my problem. I paid my money. I just want something that works.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, we'll see.
Yeah,
there's a lot of, I think we're gonna see this week what they say on the show. I
want to be absolutely surprised, but I think the surprise is going to. And I'm be honest with you, Jazz. I think the surprise is going to be it's the same old mediocre stuff we get. There's nothing different about what we've been talking about for the last.
We'll
couple
see,
of years.
man. We always say this is this is the year they heard you. They always say they heard you.
Hey,
now let's see.
You know what this is the year of, Jazz? This is the year of great games, man. There's been a lot of great games that come out this year.
I'm gonna go play some good games. That's what I'm gonna go play now.
I'd be damned if this show is gonna be like.
We'll see.
Oh my gosh,
we'll see. It's only Monday, so there might be some stuff tomorrow leaking about Thursday's show, like some little hits here and there. And you know what? Maybe they'll talk about some expectations, but I think they're just gonna stay quiet. I think Aaron Greenberg did his PR stuff.
I hope they do. I hope Phil Spencer doesn't come out there, which he probably will. I hope.
Who knows, man? Banjo games, Conker games. They always have the potential for all that stuff. We'll see. But we'll definitely have reactions on Thursday. Sunday, I'll see if I'll do it on Sunday or we'll just do it on Monday. It depends. Probably might do both. Who knows? Depending on what my Sunday is like. I have to see. Sunday weekend thing can be kind of hard at that time on a Sunday. But I'll double check. Maybe I'll go live with somebody and then do a quick reaction show at the end of that one. But definitely keep it locked here at the Gaming Grindhouse. We're gonna have our opinions, soundboard, grinds, bites, and we'll be going over covering all the craziness of the Jeff Keighley Smuggling Grape show on Thursday, Games Fest. Let's see if he's wearing a felt suit again. Now, apparently, this Games Fest is actually in front of a live audience this time. It's not no virtual stage and all that other stuff. Now, this is in front of a live audience. So I'm thinking this Games Fest thing might be a little bit more like an E3 type showcase, like a E3 type presentation here. So I don't know if he's gonna get people in a room and have them showing them indie games. So maybe, Green Hell, definitely, Captain. I'll check that out. That's on the 7th. A lot of PSVR games coming out too. But it's a live showcase. So hopefully, maybe it could be like a mini Game Awards. So we'll see on Thursday. It's definitely different this year than Jeff Keighley just on a virtual stage. So we'll see what Thursday's about. And then, and I think Sony may have some games there. I definitely think Death Stranding 2, Kojima has to go out there. He loves bringing them out there. And then we'll talk, after that show and see what Xbox has on Sunday. So keep it locked here to the Gaming Grindhouse Grinders. And with that, hit that like button on your way out. Thank you again for all the super chats, all the VIP members. There's the grind shop is open. What are we doing here? And in the search for W's, all they get are L's or some of the shirts, and let us compete. A famous shirt that everybody wanted me to create. I created it. Check out the grind shop over there. I put the link inside the channel there. And if you want to join, be a VIP grinder, get on the list, get into these requests where you could get your opinions read on the show. VIP's community boards. Hit that join button and be a VIP grinder and party with Herman Holtz, drinking margaritas and quality splits. And until then, I want to thank Frogs for coming on the show and coming on and just talking about that Diablo and mixing up the shit with all this other stuff and with all this gaming stuff. And I definitely want to shout out to everybody that came through tonight. Hit that like button, share it out, grinders. And with that, we're going to hit the thing. Before I do anything, Frog, do you have anything coming up that you want to plug or announce?
Let's see.
Any streams of you looking at Diablo loading screens?
Well, I'm sitting here again in a 2-minute queue, and we've been here for a while.
That sounds like an exciting stream.
So I'm almost level 50. I'm like 48. Beat the game. As soon as I beat the game freaking locked up, and it kicked me out and said my character was invalid. Not Diablo. Blizzard, you got to get your shit together. This is.
I think we have to have a Grindhouse fight night.
This is something that I can definitely say would make me just say, I don't want to buy your next product.
Oh man,
going forward, day one, early. I'll wait until it really comes out, because all the great reviews you got. The reason you got these great reviews is because the people who reviewed it didn't have to deal with this, because they got the game 2 weeks early when there was nobody playing it. So there's a lot of problems with the netcode. They need to find a way to say, hey, you guys can play this offline without being connected to the internet. They need to fix that. That needs to be something you can do until they get this right. We do need to do a fight night for Street Fighter.
Yeah, we got to do a Grindhouse fight night. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start up a room and we'll get.
I got a whole bunch of people that got Street Fighter and they want to fight. So,
So keep it locked there, Grinders. Go into the Discord if you have the Discord chat. I'll put on Discord.
So I got three things to plug before we leave.
Oh yeah.
So don't forget Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man movie's out.
Oh, I saw that yesterday. Absolutely incredible.
I heard it's absolutely freaking amazing. I heard it's like one of the best animated movies you can watch outside of Mario.
Here's a Discord, everybody.
I would say also don't forget the new Transformers movie's out. I'm really into Beast Wars.
I want to see that one.
So I can't wait to see that. So there's like two. This is a great time just in general, just for entertainment.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, don't forget that Final Fantasy is coming out in this month. I think the game is. I'm so happy I'm done with Diablo, and I can just move on to something that hopefully isn't broken.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, hopefully,
that's good.
Hopefully, isn't broken. Oh my God.
Well, there we go, Grinders. Those are some good plugs by Frogs, and everybody, you have a good night. The Grindhouse closes for one night. We're back on the Monday nights. Glad to be back. Hit that like button, Grinders, on your way out. Share it out. Subscribe to the Grindhouse. Join the VIPs. And have a great time. And I'll see you at the Grindhouse Fight Night, which we'll be doing. I'll definitely want to do a Street Fighter Fight Night. Sounds good. Hit me with the horns.
Oh, excuse me.
It's all on Game Pass, baby. Here it comes.
That was
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, and second us too.
Whoa, Phil has something to say. Phil has something to say before he sings the song. What, Phil? Phil, what do you got to say?
Would you chip that? What you just played?
Oh, Phil, not like this.
Oh, and second us too. Games are coming back.
Oh, damn, not like that, Phil.
And they're all on Game Pass. Somerville, a Plague Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Smash 2, Ground, Shroom, and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
Would you chip that? What you just played?
You're done. You're washed. It's over.